so many times for bullying. I'm afraid of my own shadow right now. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
I can't complain. So of course, I mean, I was on here before, and I'm not gonna get into that. I want to answer the question. I totally believe women work way more than men. My question is to some of the men that were here, that were there before. I don't know if they're here now. Um, what do you consider labor? Because a lot of the people that were coming up were talking about going to work, getting a job. There's
Mm-hmm.
also the mental labor, the emotional labor.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different forms of work that has to be done in order for a sustainable household to be run. And so I
Mm-hmm.
think sometimes we miss the point of what work actually is. And because some of those things are not tangible, you can't hold
Yeah.
them in your hand, you can't pay bills with it becomes lost. And I think that's where men lose. They don't realize how much labor goes into running a home, whether she works or not. There's so much intense labor. When you're carrying the emotional labor of children, that is complicated. That's a lot because they're kids. They don't have emotional regulation, they don't have emotional intelligence. So that in and of itself is difficult because you're training these children to become adults in an emotionally stable situation, to have an emotionally stable situation. And then, of course, carrying the emotional labor of the husband in a lot of ways because different factors. But then there's the mental labor. Then you had, like you said, there were when if we go off to work, we still come home and know what's going on in the household, regardless of whether we're working or not. That's just how
Mm-hmm.
we are as women. We naturally need to know what's going on. And then on top of that, like I said, the mental labor, the planning, the budgeting, the a lot of that falls onto the woman. And like I said, so to me, I think the point is missed when we talk to certain men. They don't understand that labor is not just physically going to work. There's a lot of different factors that play into that.
It's 100%. Yeah, that's exactly. It's a lot of things besides just going to work. But that's how I know, men. The men that claim that they be doing all the labor and shit, they don't know. Because when you start to
Absolutely.
press them, they don't ever know. Like they're like, oh, well, I sweep out the gutters once a year, and I do that.
Right.
I'm like, that ain't. You comparing
That
that to
doesn't
fucking cooking
add.
every day, cleaning every day, scrubbing shit every day, mopping every day, sweeping every day, or even if it ain't every day, once every couple days, sweeping every once a couple days. But that's the
Yeah.
physical labor, and then you gonna talk about the emotional labor. You want to talk about the mental labor,
Yeah.
the planning, like nah, bro.
Exactly.
Y'all don't run y'all households. I already know you're not doing the
Exactly. And they
logistics. You're not.
don't. And that's how you know that they're not involved in a lot of that space. When I hear them talk, it's like, okay, then I clearly know you're not as involved as you think you are, or as you say you are, because you have no idea how taxing it is to have children and to run the household and to maintain everything. That in and
Mm-hmm.
of itself is a job. If we were to take all of those skills, I remember sitting around with my grandparents, my grandmother and her sisters, and they would literally talk about. I was in the kitchen for a reason. I was paying attention. They would talk about how if they had the opportunities that we have, they would have businesses that were extremely successful just based on the fact that they were capable of running such a great household. I mean, all those skills, you can put that in the business aspect, and you would be successful. I run my own
Facts.
business myself, so I'm very much aware of how those things transition from home to making money in a business, or being a corporate leader, or whatever the case may be.
Yep. That's exactly. That's the truth. That's how they just don't know. They don't know the mental. They don't be knowing.
They
They
don't
have no
know, and
fucking
that's
idea.
how we know that either they're lying to themselves to
Or
make
they come up
themselves
here and
feel
lie to
better.
us,
Exactly. A lot of what
which
was being said
we've
before, it
seen.
seemed like it was a therapy session.
It was.
They were getting off their chest what they were feeling about, because it always went to, oh, back in the day, back in the day. Okay, well, we're in 2024 right now, and economics suggests that both parties have to work. Let's just be
I do
honest
very
about
well for myself. My wife works like a freaking. She working herself to the bone. She tired every day. I got to come home and cook and clean and do all of that. But she's doing that just because she wants to. Fuck out of here.
it. That didn't make
Stop it.
any sense at all.
No sense
No
whatsoever.
person
Hey,
would want
hey,
to stay in
hold
that
on,
shoes. No person.
real quick, real quick. Kyle, come on up, brother. I see you tapping. Come up here. If you could tap, you could yap, fam. I don't want to have to mute you for the whole live, but come on up. If you could tap, you could yap, fam. Please don't deny my request, fam. It's not polite. All right, go ahead, Ashley.
No, but if I forgot my point, I'm sorry.
You good?
It just left me. I was paying attention to you. I thought you were getting ready to say something.
No, you good. Add
No,
kook
but truthfully,
cookly.
if men really understood the amount that goes into this, those therapy sessions that they were coming up here trying to do, it wouldn't have happened. I think they're angry at women because they're being left or they're being told the truth and they don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So ego gets the best of them and wants to throw shots.
Yeah, they don't know how to process it, so it happens all the time. But I appreciate you coming up, Ashley.
No problem, no problem.
No problem. Have a great night. Hey man, I wanted to get to this other prompt, but I ain't gonna be able to get to it. We gonna thug this one out. We gonna thug this one out. I appreciate y'all, man. We rocking. I'm sorry I had to end the last live. I don't want to get hit with the bullying shit. I gotta really calm down. I'm sorry. It's certain words you can't say. You can't say them to certain people. So I just didn't want to get banned. If you find Kyle, you can mute him for the rest of the live. He don't want to come up. He in there tapping, but he ain't yapping. There's nothing to explain. I give my wife the best life because she deserves it. Yeah, come on up, Kyle. Let's talk about it, brother. But you can't come. You can't come up. It's all good. I get it. I get it, fam. Um, Shit a little crazy though.
Wait, coffee and donuts said a provider doesn't cook and clean.
A provider doesn't cook it clean. Let's see. Coffee and donuts. Do you have enough
He
followers?
don't. He don't.
He don't. Okay. You can mute coffee and donuts for the rest of the live too. You can
Hey,
stay in here. You don't block him. Just mute him for the rest of the live if you find him. Let me see.
and he put provider in quotations.
Yeah, he ain't here yapping. Yeah, we gonna mute coffee and donuts for the rest of the live. You can stick around though, fam. You ain't here trying to trigger people. If you can't come up, I don't want to hear it. Go ahead, Kay.
Oh nah, but what's up, y'all? Hey cousins, Pastor.
What's
Ain't
good?
nobody told me nothing earlier when you went live, but I found it on the For You page, just so you know you was on the For You page. That's
It wasn't
how
even
I
on the.
knew.
It wasn't even
Uh-uh.
on the. Oh,
Uh-uh.
that's crazy.
I
They
literally opened it.
disrespectful.
Yeah, they disrespectful for real because somebody said that earlier. Like they said, why we can't see when public and other people lies, and I was like, huh? They
Damn,
trying
they really
they
got a nigga
trying to
shadow banned.
suppress my man voice, my boy
That's
voice,
crazy.
man.
Oh man, they really out here hating on you, boy. Okay,
They
I
really
got it.
hate.
I was on the
But
FYP. That makes sense.
yeah, you was on the FYP. But
Yeah,
the
I could
long
tell when
story
the
that.
numbers. I could tell when the numbers is off. I be knowing. I'm like, yeah, they not pushing
So
me
what
today.
does that mean when you shadow
We
ban? What that mean?
you just got to come out of it. But that's why I need the gifts. That's why you need the gifts going and you need the likes going. I need to look. We only had 33,000 likes. We got to get them. We got to get them hoes up to about 100,000 and let's get the gifts up, man. Let's clear some of these gift goals. I need.
I gotta get my gift balance out the thing. I gotta go get my ID out the damn car. I got to verify my identity to get my coins. So I got a whole bunch of coins and I can't even get because I don't feel like going to the car.
Mm-hmm.
They will let you upload no copy of the ID. Okay, but long
Nah.
story short, old boy who was up here earlier,
Mm.
that was pretty much. It's always wild to me when they compare housework to oil changes and mowing the grass. Like that's
It's
shit you
crazy.
gotta do every day. Like it that let's just skip that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but how about hey, I'm finna whisper. How about I asked the old boy, I said, if you had to do all this, what I do, I'm talking about the emotional labor, physical,
Mm-hmm.
the work and blah blah blah. Would I show people help? Cause you know, like when men they get the kids and shit, and they be like, my people gonna help me, blah blah blah. If you had to do it
Mm-hmm.
100% by yourself, would you be able to do it? He was like, hell no.
Hell no. Keep it a bean. I know
Listen,
I couldn't do it. Not with my sons. I couldn't
listen.
do it.
Hey, yeah, Clarice, if you send a gift on my behalf, I got you, cause I got a whole bunch of coins. I just gotta get my ID and take a picture of it. But long story short, he said, "No." I said, "So that's how you know there's value in what a woman, Lord, I can't talk. What a woman brings, and y'all just be trying to downplay us. Like y'all really be trying to play in our face. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if you ain't have the support of a village or somebody else doing the labor for you, you at 100%. Game Bread said it the other day when we was like, "Hey, let your wife clock out today. Let your wife stop answering that phone today. Who gonna do it? Who
No,
gonna do it?
nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
You gonna have to hire somebody to do what she do. So that's what I'm saying. Like they're like, oh well, I can hire a maid. I can hire a house cook. Well, hire one to help your fucking wife. That one.
Right.
If you got it like that, I can
That's
hire a
facts.
maid. I can hire a nanny. Well, hire one to help your motherfucking wife
Yeah,
with the kids.
if I could hire them people, I would hire them if my wife was
Come
staying at home or
on.
not. I would be like, yeah, let's get a fucking maid in here. She
So
now don't get me wrong, my wife may be opposed to it. She may be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to
yeah,
spend all that
I don't
money.
need
We
the
could
help.
save
Yeah.
like, yeah, but I would be like, yeah, why not? Like
Exactly. So that's how you be knowing, like when they be coming to put somebody, they the provider this, the provider that, but then the woman is still doing all the labor. You niggas don't be having money like that. Y'all
for
don't.
real.
Period. Like, let's be for real. So when the next time you get ready to curl up them crusty lips to try to say what you do is more valuable than what your woman do, just say if she walked out that door tomorrow and left them kids, not took them with her. If she walked out that door tomorrow and left them kids with you, would you be able to do it 100% by yourself?
Nah, it might take me like 2 years to be able to like get to a
To even
sustainable.
get on that level, to be
Yeah,
even the
to
bare
like get
minimum,
around. Yeah, it'll take a
be,
while. It
to
wouldn't.
be
It wouldn't
even
be quick.
half to be even half the man she is.
Yeah, it'll take a cool. It would take a cool minute. Like I ain't gonna even hold you. It would take a cool minute. Like all by myself, no help. I got to figure it out on my own. It would take a cool minute, like a good amount of time, for no doubt about it. Like I might, like I ain't gonna even hold you. I would probably have to like take off of work for like a month, just to like
Just to regroup.
get, just to regroup type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just to be able to be like, okay,
Here's the
all
game
right,
plan.
now I could now I can go to work, and you know what I'm saying? Like now I
Yeah,
could just go to
yeah,
work and I'll be
yeah.
good, and then let me worry about the next step, after that or whatever. But like, yeah, it would be crazy. It would be devastating.
Because even I had a good reset when I was on maternity leave, but I was still taking care of a whole baby and my eldest daughter. But it was still like that allowed me to regroup, and now I'm like, okay, getting back in the swing of things, and I haven't even thrown school back in the equation. So once I throw school back in the equation in July, listen, I already done called. I called my mama today. Hey, what I was paying for daycare here, I'll pay you there when we move there, so you can come watch my baby at my house while
Hmm.
I work, while Phil work. You can come watch the baby at the house. Matter of fact, I'll throw you an extra little something for your gas to come over here. And matter of fact, I'll throw you an extra little 200 to clean my shit. Like, oh
Hmm.
God, like I'm finna employ you on in this bitch, cause I need the help, and I know like my mama disabled retired, so she not working, so I wouldn't even I wouldn't steal her labor. You see
Yeah.
how cheap you niggas is. I wouldn't even steal the labor from my mama, even though she my mama, that's her grandbaby. But I wouldn't even
Yeah.
steal the labor from her because I know she would appreciate the extra money in her pocket. But yeah, long story short, you niggas, number one, you niggas don't be having money like that. Number two, if you saying I can get a wife, I can get a nanny, I can get a maid, blah blah blah. What I need a woman for? How I want to help your motherfucking wife. And number three, you a hoe, and your mama should have swallowed you. And that's all I got. That's all I got. Bye, y'all.
All right, Kay. Hey, I ain't gonna even hold y'all. I remember my mom was coming over watching the kids, and we tried to hit her up for that to give her some money. She was like, "Nah, I'm good." I was like, "You sure?" I should have just put something on her books. But I appreciate y'all. We almost over 100,000. Let's get it up, man. We got 566 people. Bang the cash app one time. Let's keep the live alive. What up, Billy?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I don't necessarily disagree with you. I just wanted to see where you got your stats from. Like, I would say they work more, but where do you get that they work way more? Because from what I've read, stats, it's like an hour more when you consider unpaid and paid. From what I've read, it's only an hour more than what men. And would you consider the variable that maybe men hold like more strenuous jobs, so maybe
No,
they're more time at home?
no. You guys, even when you try to make that
I'm just
comparison
asking.
between,
I mean,
yeah, even when men try to make that, first of all, it's way more. I haven't seen anything that says an hour more. Women work way more than men. Even like I said, even when men aren't, even when the men work outside of the home, the women work more than he does. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not
well,
seeing that.
okay. So where are you getting your stats? Because I've got two.
I forgot the question he asked me. An hour a day is definitely not a little time. An hour a day is a lot of time. An hour a day is 5 hours more a week, or 7 hours more because it never stops. Yeah, 7 hours more a week, and then yeah, it is something like that though. Actually, that does make sense. Yeah, that's way more. An hour a day is way more. What the fuck? An hour a day is crazy. An hour a day more is crazy. No, we can't hear him. He went. He done. Somebody called him from the other side. We gonna wait. We gonna let Billy rock though. We gonna bring Billy back and finish that conversation. King Louis. Oh shit, man. King Louis, man. What's up? Go ahead, Billy.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Click out and go to what my source is. I think it's the U.S. Census.
Yeah. So an hour more a day, right? Damn, he keep leaving. If you click out, we can't hear you, brother. So you got to stay in the room.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I make sure I got the facts straight. I looked over the U.S. data. Far as paid labor, it says on average women only work 36.3 hours per week, where men work an average of 41 hours.
Yeah. So the average, first of all, the average isn't the mean, right? So you want to find out the median. I'm sorry. So we want to find out what do the average people work, like, because that wouldn't be the average. That would just be the extreme men and the men who don't work any, and the extreme women when you just divide it up by men and women. So that's not an accurate number. But even with that, if it's an hour more a day, right, of labor for the women, that's what it would equate to, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we take the two the other one's equating both paid and unpaid, so it's already factored in. I was gonna say like the 5 hours could be showed in the 5 hours that we work more in paid, but I think they've already considered that.
Yeah. So women work a lot more. An hour a day is a lot more of labor a day.
If you consider it like on a weekly basis, yes. I was considering it on a daily
Yearly basis. Yeah, but an hour a day. Look, here's what I'm saying, Billy. You can't even diminish it. You can't even say, well, it's just an hour a day. If it's just an hour a day, then why don't men do it? It's just an hour. But that's the thing. Who wants to come home? And by the way, Billy, you do realize that we are only talking about the physical labor in the home at this point. We're talking about physical labor in the home and physical labor outside of the home, right? We're not talking about the emotional labor, and we're not talking about the mental labor, right? So we're not talking about the planning that women do. That's not included in there. Like, they don't consider that labor.
I'll agree with you. I didn't really consider that. I was thinking on a day, like an hour is not that much, but when you consider it on a weekly basis, that's 7 hours more per week if you consider like the weekend.
Yeah, because it never stops. It never stops for them.
It never does. And I will say, I'll be the first one to admit, like when it comes to my daughter, my wife is always there helping her with her homework. And you're like, you're right. I check out. Like I get home and I'm tired and I'm not even arguing with you. I agree with everything you say, but I did want to kind of check you on that. But you put it in a different perspective. And before I go, I did want to say this too.
Mhm.
Before the whole bear man thing,
Mm-hmm.
me and my wife got into it, and I was like, how can you stereotype all men? And you put it in a different perspective for me, and I totally agree with what you said. Like, it was my ego. Like, I'm thinking, like, I'm not that guy, but why does it bother me that women would think maybe it is me, if it saves their life?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And when you got a daughter, when you want your daughter to be safe, it wouldn't matter if it was like, if it hurt me, my feelings, by the way, because it wouldn't hurt me, but if it hurt my feelings that women felt like, if it takes, I'm willing to sacrifice my feelings for the physical well-being of any person on this planet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
That's
I'll
how
give that up.
look at it after you said that. Like, it totally went off in my brain. It's kind of like the analogy, like a loaded gun. You treat every gun like it's a loaded gun.
Absolutely, yeah. You
Yeah.
treat every person, you treat every man specifically like a like a loaded pew pew, and your life will be safer.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, no, you're good, you're good. Yeah, but yeah, you treat every man like a loaded pew pew, and your life will be safer. The day you relax, the day you take your eyes off of that, the day you play with it, the day you're cleaning it, and you think, oh, I took out all the bullets or whatever, and you cock it back, and boom, that's the day you blow something off. Unfortunately, right?
Yeah,
So that's
but,
what
with that said, you really opened my mind to that, because I mean, me and my wife got into it. Like, I was like, that's stereotyping. You shouldn't stereotype ever. It, blah, blah, blah. And then I had to take my ego out of it. And then I realized, like, I'd rather have my daughter safe, my wife safe, all the women in my life safe. Well, like you said, all the women in the world, like, treat me like I'm that dangerous individual, if it means saving your life one day.
I got a question for you. So I would say I think stereotypes are I think they're kind of harmful. But like, there are such things as like cultural norms. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't consider them like stereotypes so much. And a lot of the things that we're discussing are just cultural norms. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it like that, as opposed to looking at it like it's a stereotype, because I know the reflex is to be like, stereotypes are wrong. And I do think that like pretty much every stereotype is rooted in some form of prejudice, right? Negatively, right? In a negative way, right? So, or some bigotry, I should say, bigotry. But
you help me with that too, because it's not really a stereotype. If it's fact. If 1 in 4 women have been sexually assaulted, that's not a stereotype. That's fact.
That's just the fact, yeah. And if it's just we're just looking at it from a mathematical objection, an objectional from the objective truth, right? Aspect of things, as opposed to remove. That's why I always ask people, remove yourself. Like, remove yourself from the situation. You're not that guy. This doesn't apply to you, right? Cool. Now, moving forward, would you? And I've asked a question. I don't know if you heard it, but I asked a question to many men. Would you like with your daughter? Would you trust your daughter in a room full of 10 random men or 10 random women? And the majority of people, when they're honest, they say 10 random women.
Overwhelmingly,
Overwhelmingly. It's not even close. And then the question then becomes, why? Because men are freaking dangerous. Even if it was a son, it don't matter.
We know how we are.
Yeah, we know how we are. And it doesn't matter, a son or a daughter. I don't care. My boy, 10 women. Girl, 10 women. It doesn't matter on the gender of the child. It doesn't matter, right? Because we know the likelihood of something bad happening will happen in a room full of 10 men. That's just the reality. That's all it is. It is not. I'm not stereotyping men. I'm not shitting on men. I'm not bashing men. That's just the reality.
Data. You have to look.
That's just the data. That's all it is. So if you want to be mad about it, or you want but whoever, if you want to be mad about that shit, then you got to do what I said. Now you have to look at it. Why? Why am I getting so upset at that? Why is that? Why am I being triggered by that?
You hit the nail on the head, because that's what I had to do. I had to take an introspective look at myself. Why am I getting angry at these women when it's men that I should be angry at?
Yeah, you should definitely be way more upset at men, and only upset at men, and be like, for multiple reasons. But the system, because the thing, and I'm gonna let you go, but the thing with the system is this: not only are men more likely to commit these acts of violence, but after the fact, men are far less likely to be held accountable.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're not even going to get retribution.
I don't know. One thing before I go, I keep saying that, but
no, you're good.
Every time I come on your live, and I started coming on it every time I see you, I want to be angry at you. I'm like, how dare you? Like I was in my life. How dare him point the finger at men? Like, that's wrong. Like you're you're villainizing men, but it's
Yep.
true. Like after
We
I
villains,
look at what
man.
the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
you can't help but say men are the problem.
Yeah, man. No, we are villains. That's the just collectively, not every man, but I'm saying like as a
Yeah.
group, we are the villains. We are the antagonists in this story. You know what I'm saying? So what do you want to do? You want to keep fighting against it, or you want to make it a little bit better? Let's make it
Yeah,
a little
try to
bit
make
better.
it better.
Let's
Yeah.
make it a little bit better. That's it. That's all we could do, man. But I
Hey,
appreciate you
man.
coming up, Billy.
What's up?
Can you? Because I don't know how to do it. Can you drop me out?
Oh, I got you. Yeah. No, you're good. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I was already doing it. Skeet Elite. Skeet Elite. What's good, man?
Man, what's up, bro? I didn't even know you welcomed me in the box, bro. I done had
You
company
been?
and stuff, so I didn't even know I was in the box.
Oh, okay.
But
You didn't mean to come up. Yeah, you've been up
yeah,
here for
thank
like
y'all
10
for
minutes.
welcoming me up in here, though, right? I appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
But like I like to say, bro, I see why you be letting a lot of these dudes come in your lives, cause these dudes really got like boy mentality for real,
They got what?
and they make a mockery and humiliation of themselves. But then y'all try to paint that
Huh?
picture like a man is doing that. You know what I'm saying?
What
But
are you
man,
saying? I mean,
man
I
ain't
didn't.
like that.
I didn't hear what you said. You said what? What mentality?
Boy mentality,
Oh, boy
like little boy
mentality.
mentality. Yeah.
What is a little boy mentality exactly to you?
They're just immature. I'm gonna just say immature. You know what I'm saying? They ain't fully maturely developed.
Okay.
Cause a
So
lot of
you
those guys would like. Cause what I'm saying, I say that to say this, right? Cause a lot of those
when
guys,
do men
if y'all see your live,
fully hold on wait excuse me. When do men fully mature? What age do men fully mature? Typically
35.
42.
Okay, well, 35 though. With me,
35 is old as shit too, by the way, but 42.
yeah.
So they're not acting like little boys; they're acting like immature men because men don't even. We're not fully mature until we're 42 on average, right? So you see what I'm saying? They're not acting like little boys. Don't put that jacket on little boys. Little boys listen. My son listens like a motherfucker. He's very malleable. He's very sweet. He's very kind. He's honest. He's, you know what I mean? He don't come up here and gaslight me. My son don't gaslight me. He don't lie to me. He ain't in no cult, right? That's you. You're a grown man though, so don't blame that on little boys. They have the mindset of an ignorant man. That's what they have. They have it. They're you could say they're ignorant men, but I think personally, I think that like Billy is a representation of a decent man, and I think you're the opposite of that. I don't think you are decent. I don't think you are a decent human being, right?
That's crazy, bro.
And one of the main reasons because you don't listen. I think that's your biggest flaw in life is that you don't listen.
Ain't nothing for a wise person like me to really listen to. You feel me?
A
Wisdom on to
wise
listen to.
person like you.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. But
Smart. That's a smart
what a
thing.
lot of these guys be on you as I see your live, what a lot of these guys do, bro, they come in here, bro, and they agree with you, and then they say, but I disagree to this degree, and things like that. And it's like, bro, if you agree to something, it ain't no disagreeing, right? But me, right, as a
I
man,
agree.
me, the man that I am, right, I agree with this topic, right? I know because a man know that women are working harder than men, and they know the reason to that too.
What's the
So I
reason?
like to know what's the reason to what's the meaning to the topic for real? Like, what is you trying to like point out from the topic? You trying to like let like the undeveloped little boys that I was just talking about know something?
You mean the grown men that don't participate in the duties in the home as much as the women do? Yeah, I want those men to realize that they need to contribute more in their homes.
Hey, see, look, right now, those men, right here, this thing, those men was a man, right? They'll know they'll know that they'll know to let her go ahead and do all the work for she want to be the man and everything. So I'm not about to be competing with no woman, bro. So
What you
go
wait,
ahead and do all of that because you
what you mean?
supposed to. You trying to outshine me
What you mean being
because you
man, bro?
trying to outshine me. You trying to challenge me.
Outshine you by mopping and sweeping?
Yeah.
So why
No,
don't
trying to
you?
be in the same field with me working. Trying to like see who can
Working?
make the Yeah, why you
What?
keep cutting me up, Nick? I'm hearing
I'm
you and
just
not hearing
asking
you.
you. I ain't even said nothing. I'm flabbergasted. I'm taken aback by what you're saying right now. It's not making any sense to me. I'm really not understanding. But wait, I'm gonna let you go. I want Canada's dating coach. Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Hi. Good evening.
I just came across you, I believe, maybe for the first time, and I happened upon the man who was saying that he didn't like you in the beginning, But
Hmm.
now you really changed his perspective, and that's something that I hear often on my channel because I'm
Hmm.
also counterculture.
Hmm.
And when I heard that, I wanted to go into your comment section and type, wow, thank you, but I couldn't because you have a paywall. So
Oh,
I went, let me request. I thought you would have a paywall, but I was surprised that you didn't. So, surprise, not you. Thank you.
hey, yeah, I don't have a paywall for that to come up. I need the King Louis of the world to come up here so we can talk to him. But
Paywall is my friend.
yes. But go ahead. Did you want to say something
Honestly,
about the topic?
honestly, that's all I wanted to say. That is
Okay.
all I wanted to say to you, but I'm here for the conversation if you had any questions for me.
Oh no, I was just wondering if you what did you think about it or
I
in
think,
general do you
well, I think you are amazing for doing what you're doing because these conversations need to be had, and it's wonderful to see a man having them.
I appreciate that. See? So what you gonna say about that, Ski Dilly? She's not a one of those men that you're
Oh,
describing. She's a
oh,
fully grown woman.
right. We love men. We love men because men are amazing. Men are warm and they're grateful and they're heartfelt and they're tender and they're hardworking and they're capable and they're honest and they're loyal and they're trustworthy and they're fun and exciting. They're intelligent. They're curious. We absolutely love men. 100%. I encourage women all the time to give men their time, their attention, their bodies, their service, everything. Men deserve it.
Damn.
Yeah.
You like that, man? See? You should go follow her, man. She got a good. They all the men they be mad at me. They needed to hear that because I don't be saying that shit. I'm glad you said it though because I don't be saying that. I don't be. I, I think some men can be. I think every man, for the most part, can be what you're saying. I do. That's what I. Yeah, I believe. I believe almost every man can be that person. Do I think most men are that are that person? Absolutely not. But we can be. Absolutely, we can be. We need to be.
Let me say this. I think when women hold the space to have the standard, men will rise up to it.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I hate that. And people know I hate that. I hate that it's gonna take, or that it's not gonna take, but it's once again women's labor because we need the women to participate in it in something that men can fix ourselves. But you know, it is what it is, man. We're here. Here we are, and the more women that are checking out, you're slowly but surely starting to see more men wake up to what's going on. The more women that are leaving their relationships because the men aren't meeting their expectations, you're slowly seeing men starting to wake up. You know what I mean? But ultimately, I think that it's not something that men need to do. We need to do it on our own. We need to, you know what I mean? Like this is an issue that we need to like tackle on our own. It's really important for us to do our own labor and our own work in this scenario because I feel like if you do it for the one, you could start off doing something I guess for a person, but at some point in time you need to be doing it for yourself, right? You need to be doing it because it's the right thing to do, I guess, and that's what I worry about sometimes when it comes to like relying on. It's just another like men are just like reactionary, so they're just reacting to what women are doing once again, and I'm really like trying to get men to not be reactionary and be proactive for once in our fucking in our lives to be proactive, right? So, but yeah, I agree 100%. Like the more women that check out, the more women that reject men, the more women that are like, nope, I'm not budging. You guys got to meet me over here. Absolutely, the more men will rise to the occasion, no doubt about it. Or we'll turn it into Gilead. I don't know. So fingers crossed, it's not Gilead.
Can I
It'll
ask
just
you?
only be a world full of passive dudes, bro. And what
Hold
they
on, let
need
her.
is
She wanted to say something. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I have a question for you. What do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
think of a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, which is no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity for minimum 3 months to make sure that he matches her standards before she kisses and gives her commitment when she's looking for a long-term relationship? And body count doesn't matter. Who we did in the past doesn't matter. It's who we are today. We are,
Yeah.
when we're ready to select the right person today, because we know who we are, we know who we want. A no kissing for 3 months dating rule, no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity, minimum 3 months, corporate model. I don't give benefits to people I should fire.
I personally, as a married man for 17, I've been married for 13 years, but as a married man and being with my wife for 17 years, I completely stay out of single people's business. I don't have any idea. Sounds good to me though. Like I definitely could see it working. And is it? Yeah. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? But I'm also the person that's like, hey, you want to sleep with somebody on the first night, long as you're protecting yourself. Because I think that I don't think that there's any. I don't think there. I think that there. I don't think that there's any like system that's that's gonna work one way. And I know men will mask like an MFer, and I know men will mask full. I mean, 90 days is easy for men to mask because I know men have masked for 5 years. Abusers mask for 3 years. So I'm not. I don't know. But yeah, I could see it. Yeah, definitely. Why wouldn't it? Why would that hurt? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that would hurt at all. I don't think it's a bad thing. But I don't know if your question is, do I think that would lead to more successful relationships? I have no idea. That's what I'm saying. I have no clue. I hope it does though.
Your topic is women work more way than men.
Work way more than men. Mm-hmm.
If she took 90 days to observe his behavior before locking lips, would she be more likely to pick a hardworking, conscientious man?
In theory, I would say yeah, but like I said, the problem with the logic, I think, in that process is that I know how well men can mask, especially abusers.
I'm not talking about taking what people say at face value. We're taking 90 days to go beyond the words, meet their people, ask them important questions, make sure reality matches the words coming out of their mouths.
No, I'm saying I'm with all of that. Trust me, I know. I'm with you. I hear all of that stuff. I'm saying though, from what I know about men personally and whatever, I just don't. There ain't no way to. I don't believe your vetting is not a real thing in my mind. Like I don't think you can vet people.
Okay.
Like I only think there's only I know there's only so much you could do.
Peace out, my love. Have a good day.
All right. Yeah, I'm not heavy. Y'all know me and vetting, man. I hate single people business is single people business. Y'all do what y'all do, man. Y'all want to vet somebody for 3 months, vet them for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a bad thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's bad. I think there's definitely like there's a lot of merit to that. No doubt about it. But ultimately though, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know, man. Dudes be masking. That's all I'm saying. I think that it's logical. I think that it makes sense and all of that stuff. I don't think it's a bad move at all. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's bad. I just don't. But I would be. I don't feel comfortable co-signing on like, putting that stamp on there. I'm gonna put that. I give you a baby stamp on that one, but I'm gonna always follow it up with, but still protect yourself, because these motherfuckers is crazy. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I think that'll work, but still protect your neck though, because these motherfuckers is crazy out here, man. I don't know. I have no idea. I would never. I already told you. I don't like hooking people up, because I'll be damned if I hook a woman up with a damn serial unaliver or an abuse. It ain't got to be that bad. Just some abusive dude, some neglectful dudes. You know what I'm saying? They be looking at me like, you hooked me up with Billy. Like, nah, no, I didn't. You just met him at a party that I threw. Like, and I said, hey, this is Billy, and hey, this is Cindy, and I left it at that. Don't get me mixed up in that shit. What up, King Louis? You got something to say, bro?
Yeah, man. Back to this conversation at hand, bro.
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't you say it's fair to say that it's only right for women to be working more than men due to the fact that a man... Hold on, let me finish first. Due to the fact that a man ain't about to be out there competing with no woman.
Why wouldn't you compete with a woman?
Because what do a man look like competing with a female, bro?
Like a human?
She got natural duties to handle, bro. Yeah.
What you talking about?
Her job is to straight generate, for one. Nurture and generate. That's what she's created for. All of that not trying to be in...
Who told you that?
Yes, she is.
That's a lie, but keep going. Humans are created. Humans are created to nurture. Humans are created to nurture, sir. Not just women, men and women.
All right. But what other need would it be for her to exist then, bro? If she wasn't here,
Excuse
if she
me?
wasn't, what other need would it be for her to exist if she wasn't created to nurture and generate? What would be the use of a woman? What should be existing for, bro? If that wasn't the reason to why she was created, bro.
Are you serious?
I'm speaking truth. Can you
Why?
answer it though?
Wow, this is crazy. Hold on. Okay. So
All I'm saying is,
I just
don't you
I
just
just
feel
want to
it's fair
make
to say?
sure. I want to make sure. Hold on. You got. Give me a second to process this. Give me a second. So you're asking me what is a woman's worth outside of her ability to have babies? Is that what you're asking me?
She's created to generate and nurture. So yes, sir. What other need would she be existing for, bro? If that wasn't her purpose, if that wasn't her purpose of being created.
Wow, this is disturbing.
No, that's just very true because you think she was created to sit up there and think that she's a man and she should be doing the hardest strenuous excuse me, the hardest strenuous labor as man. You think she should be challenging a man? And you want to know what else is so crazy, public? When they say men are misogynistic or misogyny, right? Anything of that nature align, right? Here's the thing that all people need to come to realization to. Only women can be misogyny and misogynistic. Man cannot be misogyny or misogynistic because saying that it's not appropriate for a woman to be making a mockery or a humiliation or disrespecting herself is not no ingrained hate towards women. That's an upliftment to women. So how could that be? How can a man be misogyny when it comes to women?
Misogynistic.
Yeah, misogyny. That's why I said both of them.
Misogynistic, but you can't be
Yeah, but
misogynist.
at
But
this
yeah,
moment, yeah, misogynistic though. But how can a man? You're
got you.
right. Go ahead. Yeah, nah, that's what I want to know. At the same time,
Oh man, this is crazy. Let me go back to the first question before. This is a lot of this is heavy. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, so, uh, what do I'm not gonna answer a question with a question, but the same purpose, quote unquote, that men have is the same purpose that women have. So I'm not understanding like what makes you think that like women make art, women beyond having babies. I mean, women, you don't like sleeping with them. You don't like women are smart. They're intelligent as hell. They don't like we wouldn't have gotten to the moon without
here's the
women.
thing. I
We
agree. I
we
hear
wouldn't
that,
have been
right?
able. Hold on, brother. I'll just let you go. Jesus Christ. Women, they have an insight that men don't have. I mean, their worth and their it's you can't quantify it, so it's hard to answer the question. It's like you know what I mean, like and also I don't believe in things like your purpose on Earth is crazy. What is that? What are you talking about, y'all be confused. Y'all with this word purpose, we got to get rid of that shit. That word should not be in the English lexicon. Like purpose is a terrible word for a lot of you Negroes. Like y'all got a hold of that word after the red pillar started using it, and it y'all just you hotep people just ran with it. It's crazy. What are you
That's
talking about?
crazy.
Purpose? Purpose? My purpose is to stay black and die, fam. Like I don't know what your like, what's your purpose?
That's
My
crazy.
purpose is I don't know what the hell is going on. What you talking about? Purpose? What are we talking about here? This is nuts. Purpose? I don't subscribe to that shit. I don't subscribe to that. Like a woman's purpose. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. What are
Yeah,
human
because
beings' purpose on the planet? Can you answer that question for me? What are human beings' purpose on the planet?
we is to follow the path of our creator, but a lot of people, detach themselves from that. From that,
But what do you mean to follow the path of our creator? What does that mean? Don't give me a vague response. What is our purpose? I know what bees are here for. I know, you know what I'm
all right,
saying? I know
all
what
right,
flies are
all right,
here for. I know what gnats are here for. What are
all right,
humans here for?
all right, man. Because it's only two. It's only two group of people here: women, men.
Okay.
Man is to create and build. and women are to nurture and generate. And there's your answer.
To create and build what? For what purpose?
Whatever it is that I come up to the consciousness of thinking to create and build in my universe, bro. This is my home. This whole land is my house, bro.
But okay, but hear me out though. You know how like bees, they make honey, but honey ain't even the important thing that they make. They pollinate the flowers and shit like that so we can have plants and stuff. Like that's like if I had to guess their number one, like that's their number one purpose. Is to pollinate and make sure we got plants and shit and the plants live and blah 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 blah, right? Okay, cool. Men building shit is not that just means building the sky. We didn't need to build a skyscraper. So what purpose do human beings serve on this planet?
I just told you.
No, you didn't. That answer wasn't valid. Give me another answer.
That's exactly what God created.
I think you're thinking about what's our purpose to each other. But I'm saying, pan out, what's our purpose on the planet? What's our purpose?
Like I said, we to follow the ways of God. People detach themselves away from that. So people lost all those ways of God. But then
nah, bro, I don't need a sermon. I need an actual. I need for you.
Now we left with. You got to find a way to. Bro, you got to get back to with God. God can.
Okay,
show you
I don't believe in God. So give me another reason.
Okay, and now what else is you doing? What you doing it for? You create.
I told you my only purpose is to stay black and die. What is your purpose?
Bro, you working.
My purpose is to stay black and die.
You working, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't my purpose. My purpose to be here is not to work.
Saying, listen, bro. You creating and building. So, bro, you create. A man is created to a man. Yeah, is to create and build. Period. Point blank, bro.
To build what? To create what? For what reason? That's what I'm asking you. To build what? To create what? For what reason? Bees build beehives so that they can survive, and they pollinate the fucking plants so we can so that the plants can live. That's what their purpose is. What is a human being's purpose? Since you're talking about purpose and you got all the answers, be specific. No pun intended. Be specific. What is our purpose here? Since women don't have any other purpose other than hunching and getting pregnant, right? What is our purpose collectively as human beings? Can you answer me that?
To respect each other, admire, cherish each other, uplift each other, guide each other, lead each other.
So you don't have an answer. That's okay.
That is an answer, bro. You just don't.
That's not.
You just don't have no rebuttal for it, bro.
Y'all got to stop saying stuff as if I
ain't just saying.
I promise you. Hold on. I promise you that's not what it is, brother. Let me help you out. I asked you, the things you're describing are interpersonal interactions between humans. So I have kids. One of my purposes now is to take care of my children, right? But without the kids, let's say the kids weren't here, what would my purpose be on the planet? What would my purpose be as a human being? Without kids, what is my purpose? What about the people who can't have kids? What is their purpose? Right? So what is my intrinsic value outside of having kids? Somebody said to procreate. That's it? That's our whole purpose on this planet is to procreate. Bees procreate once again so that they can stay alive. But their purpose here, their design, right? They literally keep us alive. That's like they keep the whole planet alive, right? Like that is their purpose. Dung beetles eat the poop. They take it down underground. They fertilize the da-da-da-da-da. If they didn't eat all the poop from the animals, there would be tons and tons and tons of poop from animals, and there would be more flies than we would like. You see what I'm saying? Like I can name the purpose of certain animals. I know them, like for sure. I can name. I'm like, boom, that's their shit. Like that's what they do. That's it. What the fuck? What is our purpose? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Since you said that a woman's purpose is to hunch and procreate, I'm trying to figure out what do you think the human, what is our purpose collectively? What are we here for, brother?
I just said it, man, but let's just get back to the topic, man, because you just gonna keep on veering away from me, bro. You just gonna keep deflecting, bro. You just gonna keep doing it, bro.
Nah, I'm just gonna keep asking you to explain that.
No, just answer about whether or not. Well, just answer this, bro. Yep. Don't you feel it's fair that women should be working more than men due to the fact Due to the fact that a man ain't gonna challenge no woman, bro.
What are you talking about? A man ain't
A
going.
man ain't
Men
about to
challenge
be out
women
there.
all the time. Men
Bro, a
challenge women
man,
all the
listen,
time. What are
nah,
you
bro, you
talking about?
you talking about little boys, man. A
Sir,
man
stop
ain't
with that
competing
weird
with
shit,
no
bro.
woman, bro.
Stop with that. Stop with that deflecting, bro. I don't care what you say. These are grown men. You are a grown man, right?
Man, they
You may have the
listen, they
vocabulary.
immature,
Hold on, King
overgrown
Louis.
boys, man.
You may have the vocabulary of a fifth grader, but you are a
You
grown man,
right. You
right?
right.
So
Whatever
stop
you say.
saying these people are little boys. These are grown men that we are describing. And grown men challenge grown women every single fucking day
Bro,
for
a
no reason.
man, bro, is
For
not
no reason.
challenging nor competing with a woman, bro. And
You
that's
do have
facts,
to
bro.
challenge and compete for a woman, sir.
A
When you
man
go
not
try
is
to
not
go,
a man is not
when you go,
challenging and
sir, stop,
competing with
stop,
a
stop.
woman, bro.
They do all the time. We do it every
No.
day. It doesn't make
You
any
talking
sense.
about dudes though, bro. You just calling them a man because of their age, bro. Them is not no that's not no man, bro. Them
You're
ain't
not making
men,
sense.
bro.
I'm
Now that
saying
makes a
that
lot of sense.
no, it doesn't. I'm telling you
Yeah, it
that
does.
men in our society, every single day they go out, they compete in classes with women, they compete at jobs, they compete for jobs. Men compete with women all the time. They compete for
Oh,
positions
man.
inside the companies. Men compete with women all the time in the
Bro, do
labor
you think
market every single fucking day. Every
man,
single day.
do you think a king really
Oh
gonna
my
be sitting up there
God, get
competing
the
with a
hell
queen,
out of
bro?
here, bro. You're not a king. You never met a king.
Wow.
Yeah, just because
Wow.
you put king in
I'm
your
born
name.
king, man. I'm
Okay,
born gangster,
okay.
man.
All right.
I
Let's get back
am,
to the
bro.
topic, like you
I
said,
am
bro.
the
This
number
is
13, man.
all right, cool. Bet. You got it, man. All right, let's
It
get
ain't
back
no
to the
I
topic.
got it. It's I'm
Let's get
telling
back
you
to the
what I'm
topic,
telling you,
fam.
man. It's the truth, man. And I don't get why you feel that you think that a man and you calling them dudes a man and you trying to tell me that a man will really sit up there and compete and challenge a woman, bro. And ain't no man
Change a woman? What do you mean?
challenge and
Oh,
compete.
challenge a woman. They do it every day.
No,
Men
I'm saying
challenge
not
women
no.
every day. They challenge women to fights. They challenge women. They argue with women all day online. I done seen you do it. I done seen you yelling at women at the top of your
I
lungs.
ain't never challenged them. Yeah, I put women in a place. Period. Really, they don't even got no voice. So to be talking to me and then talking stupid, talking ignorant, got me. I ain't listening to that. That's the difference between passive dudes and a man, bro. That's the difference, bro. You got so many passive dudes out here, bro, and y'all calling them men, bro. And them dudes just immature ass little boys, man.
So they're
They ain't fully
immature.
developed mentally, man.
So
They
out of
still
us
trying to
two,
figure it out,
you
bro.
think
You gotta
wait,
look at it, bro.
so
They working for another man, bro. No man, bro, works for a man.
but King Louis,
No
you on
man.
government King Louis,
No, I'm
King
not. No,
Louis.
I'm not. No, I'm
I
not.
think you on government assistance.
No, you want me to be.
Why would I want you to be on government
Because
assistance?
you trying to say something off of just thinking some bull crap because of how the way the society is, bro. The way the world has been converted over. So you like, oh, you got a birth certificate, oh, you got a social security card, oh, you got an ID. So you want some type of assistance? Oh, I gotta have some type of
Can
assistance.
I tell you why I think you on government assistance, and then you could tell me if it makes sense or not.
Man, go ahead and say your insults, bro.
It's not an insult. These are fucking observations.
All right, go ahead, man.
Okay. One, you're always online. You got 11 kids. I don't know if you take care of all. I don't know how many. I know I hear them in the background, but I don't know how many of them you actually take care of. But let's say because you say I'm gonna take care of all of them. Cool. So if you take care of all 11 of your kids, I don't know how you got enough time to constantly be online. That don't make sense to me. That's one thing. That's one red flag for me personally. Number two is you aren't the most educated person. I'm not gonna dog you, but you're clearly not the most educated person. A lack of education, to me, the lack of education that I sense in you, right, would tell me that this person cannot. There is no way this man is making a significant amount of money. It would be very hard for a man to be this undereducated and make a lot of, you know what I mean, to make a substantial amount of money. And since you have 11 kids and you're going to tell me you take care of them, I'm doing the math. I'm going, okay, a man that has 11 kids, but is probably not making 11. I mean, because in all honesty, you need to be a fucking multimillionaire to take care of 11 kids properly. But let's say you just want to contribute to them, right? Because you said some of them are grown too. So let's say you got 5 kids. You got 5 kids that you need to provide for. For you to provide for 5 kids, sir, you need to make a substantial amount of money. I'm talking 6 figures. minimum. For 5 kids, you got to make, in my mind, I don't know. Maybe that can be me projecting. But 5 kids, bro. No, he's not married to any of these 11 women that he, or I'm sorry, 7 women that he impregnated. Not 11. 7 women, 11 kids. To me, with that, just from that, I think you're on some form of government assistance. I think you get food stamps. I think you live on Section 8. I think you, or you live with somebody, maybe, if it's not that. That's what I think. I'm not joking with you. Now does what is what I'm saying? Is any of that stuff not true? Did I just make all of that up?
Yeah, that was all an assumption, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All of that was an assumption.
Yeah.
How many kids are you taking care of?
I provide for all my children, bro.
For all 11. I said that.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is to say that I'm talking about as far as the government. I mean, as far as this, to get some type of food stamps, some type of government assistance. We just got to talk about Section 8 and things like that in that nature, bro.
Yep. Welfare. Yep.
I ain't got none of that. Never received none of that. Don't live off of none of that. Anything.
Have you ever been in prison?
Never been in anything, bro. Never been incarcerated.
So you never been in prison? Because I was gonna say you would get disqualified for that stuff, and I would explain it. But you never been to prison, which also, see, man, I don't know, fam. Hey, man, you got it. You right. I can only take you at your word, man. You ain't on no government assistance. Okay, you got it.
Yeah. Then say that I'm uneducated is crazy too, bro.
I said you are undereducated. I didn't say you were uneducated. I think you are undereducated. That's not a knock. No, it's not the same thing. You do have some level of education. I don't think it's enough where I think that believably or conceivably you have a well-paying job. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Unless you're doing something nefarious.
Bro. It's very insulting, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
How is this insult?
Yeah,
Come on, man. We can't have an honest conversation. You want me to lie to you? You want me to lie to you, bro? Like, seriously. You really want me to lie to you, man? We are grown men, bro. I'm not making none of this stuff up. I'm not lying on you. I'm just being honest.
But I ain't living it like how you saying, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I ain't even living like nothing you thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My life ain't like that.
Okay.
I ain't never lived life like that. I wasn't born living a life like that. I ain't grew up in an environment like that, bro. I'm a king from birth, man. I'm born gangster, bro. I'm trying to tell you, my dog. I ain't lift a finger my whole life, bro. And when you talking about me being on the TikTok, bro, obviously you don't know how to structure, bro. You don't know how to order structure, bro.
Hold on, wait. Were you like born into money somehow?
Bro, I am Father Terry, bro. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you this whole spaceship is mine, bro. All of y'all is trapped inside of here with me, bro. There is no escape. So everybody gonna pay for all of the things that they say.
Oh,
what I'm telling you
are mentally unstable.
Wow, sure. Of course you'll say that about God. But you're gonna remember those words, boy, when you gotta face me when these lights go off. So don't even trip about it.
Lights?
Yeah.
You about to cut off my lights?
Yeah, with your Asiatic descent looking ass, boy. You an Asiatic descent child. Yeah. I can tell, boy. I look at your lips, boy. You got some wide lips, boy.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Yeah, they Asiatics got wide lips.
Only you get that joke.
Yeah, because only God know his creation. Your Abraham descended ass. I mean, your Hamite descended ass.
Hamite?
Yeah.
And they told you to cam up, fam.
I can't cam up on here, but they want me to describe myself. I tell them how God look. I look just like a falcon and a lion. I have overseer eyes. Hold on. Listen to your father speak, man. Don't interrupt me. I have red skin, wood hair, overseer eyes, flat nose, thick lips. I look just like a falcon and a lion. Most vainglorious creature ever created.
Oh my God. I shouldn't be laughing. This man clearly. Okay. You can stay up here, man. Go ahead, Rick.
And now back to that though, like I said.
Oh, you want to go back to the prompt? All right, go ahead. Go back to the prompt.
Yeah, they should be working more than men. Because a man ain't gonna challenge or be competing with no woman.
Bet.
Go ahead. You wanna be grown? You got it all on your own? You think
So,
you a man?
so
Get your
okay,
ass out there, then.
That's
this is
right.
that's the guy that dudes be talking about when they say they be picking these men and pick better. If he has 11 kids in real life, that
Boy,
nigga
God
is
gonna
that
always
dudes be
be
talking
picked. They
about.
need to hope that I
Hey
pick
man,
their ass.
hey King, let Rick talk. You been talking for 30 minutes, brother. Let Rick talk. Go ahead, King. Go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry. Hey y'all, bang the Cash App one time, man. Keep the live alive.
If he's being serious about having 11 kids, that's the dude that dudes be talking about when they say they need to pick better. That's the guy. That's hilarious. Nigga say he looks like a falcon in the sun. Like what?
You say you like a falcon in a lion, man. Yeah, man. That was crazy.
But I do have a disagreement with you about this prompt.
Go ahead,
And
bro.
it's not necessarily a disagreement, it's the way the conversation's framed.
Okay.
When I read these studies, right, the one thing I notice is the things they equate as chores in the house. They say things like washing dishes.
Uh-oh. Come on back, Rick. Rick and Morty. Let's go, man. You muted up.
I can just tell already how he starting off.
Go. There you go.
Sorry,
There
my phone's blanked out.
You
I
good.
got kicked off the live.
You good. Go ahead.
So, like I was saying, they frame these conversations like when they talk about chores, they talk about things like washing dishes, folding clothes, and things like. They never mention stuff like cutting the grass or fixing things around the house. That's not something that they ever talk about. And I'm not even saying.
You know why?
Hold on, let me finish.
You know why?
Hold on,
No.
let me
Do you know? Do you know why? Do you know why they don't talk about that stuff?
What? Why?
Because for a couple reasons. A lot of people outsource getting, like me. I outsource getting my grass cut. I don't.
You don't
fix
cut
shit
your own
around my
grass,
house.
brother?
No.
Why not?
Why would I? I can afford to pay somebody. I don't clean my own house. I got cleaners that come. What are you talking about?
So
I
hold
can
on,
pay.
yeah.
I can afford to have somebody come and cut my grass. So I pay
I
to
don't
have my
think
grass
most
cut.
people outsource that because you just said just something that you have to afford. Most people are broke. I think most people are
No,
cutting
no.
their own grass.
Most people. I think most people can afford to get. Maybe I'm in California, right?
You in
Very few
Cali,
people cut
bro.
their.
Like you got to
Yeah.
come to the East Coast.
No. In
Everybody's struggling
California
over
though,
here.
but in California though, I promise you that that the vast majority of people don't cut their own grass. No doubt about it. Not in my state, and
All
and
right.
and we got the most people. So I'm gonna go with the state that got the most people. I'm gonna say that's more reflective of the majority of the country. But that's one reason, and another reason is because the things you're describing are not daily. You got to fix something around. You don't have to fix something every day. You don't even have to fix something every week. More than likely,
Do
probably
you do
more than
laundry every
likely
day?
laundry. Fuck you. In my house, yes.
Nigga, how
I
many
got I
pairs of
got
sets of
four
clothes are
people.
you wearing in a day?
A
Like, what
lot.
do y'all do? How do y'all do laundry every day?
How many clothes do you have? You gotta to not have to do laundry every day or every other day. You gotta have fucking 90 pair of underwear and 10,000 pairs of socks. You know what I'm saying? But you got
Oh,
10 pair
so
of underwear
hold
between.
on, whoa. How many pairs?
Not
I
me
don't know
personally.
how
I'm just
many, but
saying
I gotta
between
ask
me,
you
my
this.
wife, and my two sons. Yeah, we do laundry all the time.
How
All the
many
time.
pairs?
3-4
How many
times a
pairs of
week.
drawers are you going through in a day that you need to wash them every day? Like what?
I go through one pair of drawers. My kids go through one. Don't get lost in the analogy.
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying
So you don't do
that
if
people
you
do
should
laundry,
not be doing
but sir,
laundry every day. That's
people
crazy.
people do laundry multiple times a week. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And you don't cut your grass multiple times a week.
You
I get
probably
my
cut
grass
your
cut
grass
once a month.
probably once or twice once or twice a month. So once every 2 weeks. And you probably have to fix something around the house maybe once a week or once a month, but it takes you more
Every
than a couple minutes.
every blue moon, you should have to fix something. Your house ain't falling apart like that. If it
Yeah,
is,
mine's
get a
not
new
because it's
house.
brand new, but I mean,
Exactly. Most
but
people's houses ain't falling apart like that. So you're not, and a lot of us are renters. Like you just make, you know what I'm saying? Like how many people actually own their own homes? Not the majority of Americans even own
even
their own
people who
homes. So you're
rent got
talking
to cut
about
their grass
renters.
though, bro.
And
So
if
what
you
I'm saying,
rent,
I'm not even
no.
saying that your argument is wrong. I'm simply
I
saying that
mean,
when
you're
they
trying to
have these
find a way to
arguments, they make you
argue against it, though. That's what I'm saying. And so instead of trying to find a way to argue, think about it logically. You're
So
trying to
I'm not.
nitpick, and you're like, hey, the reason why they don't mention X, Y, and Z, I mean, you know what? I find it funny that they didn't mention X, Y, and Z. Why? And I'm just telling you why they didn't. That's all I'm doing. I'm just helping you understand. The reason why they don't mention these things because these things are not common. Most people aren't doing these things to any real extent. You cut your grass every now and again. That's not
Maybe it's where
comparable
I'm at.
to
Because
washing
maybe
your
where I'm at,
dishes.
I see everybody cutting their grass, their own grass. We don't
Yeah,
have.
I know. I know what you see, right? I know what you
You
think
just
you see.
use what you see. You
I
just said I
know.
live in California, so I'm going to use where I'm at.
But I can make. I know. But
You
listen
said
what I'm
that.
telling you, Rick. I know. But Rick, I can keep going with the. I also said that the majority of people are renters. Renters aren't fixing their own house. Renters
Renters are
are
cutting
paying.
their own grass, so that's a part of
Most renters don't cut their own. What are you talking about?
That y'all don't have to do these things.
Why would you buy a lawnmower when you're renting? Think about that shit. Why are you buying a lawnmower? The average person ain't buying a fucking lawnmower when
Every
they're
house
renting.
I've ever rented, I had to cut the grass. It was part of the rental agreement.
You
sir.
do. Follow me. I understand. The grass needs to be cut. Trust me, I get that. I'm just saying that most renters are not going to buy a fucking lawnmower. That's all I'm saying. A lot of renters live in apartment buildings with no lawns that they have to take care of. You see what I'm saying? And most of Americans are renting. We rent. That's what we do. So the majority of people, what you're describing, it doesn't apply to the majority of people. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, I understand what you are saying, but the reason you get so much pushback is because things like that aren't mentioned. And then when dudes say it, you do what you just did, which I'm not saying you're wrong for, but that's why you have these conversations that are so difficult. Because
The reason why I get pushback is because I get pushback for two reasons. A, people just want to disagree with me because they think it's fun. And B,
everybody likes a good argument.
Yeah, and most men are in the cult of man. And their default reflex is to argue with me. You've done it. I've cooked you many a times. In my comments, you made a comment. I just stitched one of your comments. I cooked you because it was stupid.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. You talk about the when I said women cheat more than men. You talking about that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I misspoke on that. That was the wrong study I was looking at. I was wrong for that. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But the point being made is
I did cook you though. You were wrong. I didn't cook you.
You didn't cook. What is cooking somebody?
When you say something egregiously dumb and then I easily debunk what you said.
You didn't eat. All you said was, I gotta go watch that video again because I ain't seen it in a couple minutes. But anyways, the point I'm making is when you have these arguments and a dude goes, "Hey, bruh, the study says this," and then it doesn't point out these other things, whether they do it enough or not, it's not accounted for. So those stats would be inaccurate. So when a dude goes, "Hey, bruh, it's saying that dudes only do 2.5 hours of work, 2.5 hours of non-paid labor a week." Or something like that. And I read the Department of Labor statistics. The discrepancy for families who actually do work in the house, so like married couples, is not that large. The discrepancy comes in when men who don't do anything compared to men who actually do something. So you have an argument.
No.
Dudes are just lazy and
It is large. It's what is the number? What's the amount of time? Oh, he got to go leave and look it up. See, this is what I be talking about, man. Y'all supposed to know this stuff. Mr. Facts, man, go ahead, brother. Y'all supposed to know this shit.
Yeah, man. I would say women work just as hard as men. I wouldn't say harder, and I feel like it's based on perspective, right? Work versus effortful activities. And what I mean by effortful activities is that work, compared to work typically involves specific goals, expectations, out of output, and often in form of compensation or, financial or otherwise.
Are you reading the definition? You trying to read the definition like you just...
No,
I was reading the stats.
No.
No, Mr. Facts was trying to read the definition and trying to act like... He was trying to act like he was just talking off the top of his head.
No.
That was so weird. All right, go ahead, man. That was so weird, though. Go ahead.
But
I don't know why y'all do that stuff.
But just when it comes to I don't know what you're talking about. But just when it comes to hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
You can't hear us?
Yeah, but just when it comes to household chores, when you split with your partner, I feel like it's just a mind of it's just all about perspective at the end of the day. Because when you look at it as work, then that's when it becomes harder. Just like think about when you go to the gym, that first time you go into the gym, if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to enjoy it, all you focused on is the pain. And that's the same thing with anything that you do. So it's gonna feel hard. It's gonna be harder because you don't know how to just enjoy being in the moment of just being blessed with every day that's given to you.
No.
In
I don't want
anything
to.
that
I don't
you
want to
do.
turn this
So when
into
it
that.
comes to
That's
so
a
when it
weird take,
comes to
brother.
these when it comes
Hey,
to being
hey, when you go to
effortful
work,
with
Mr.
these
Facts.
Let me
activities,
just do the numbers because
Hold
that's
on,
the
wait,
point.
Mr. Facts. When you go to work, I don't care how you feel about it. It's work. I don't care if you love your job, and they say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And no, you absolutely are still working. I don't care if you love it or not.
but
You're still working. It's still labor,
but
right?
that's a job where I have somebody
No,
to
I don't care what
basically
you're.
I have a
Listen to what I'm
go
saying.
ahead.
Listen to what I'm saying. I don't care what the job is. I don't care if you own the company. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. This is a job. This is labor. This is labor right here. So it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's fun. Yep, we like it. It's entertaining, but it's also coming at a cost to me. It's also coming at a cost to me, physically
But
and
what
emotionally and mentally, right?
but you make it seem like it's something that you wouldn't do otherwise. Like, okay, if you don't have kids and you're not in a relationship, you mean to tell me you're not gonna wash the dishes for yourself? You mean to tell me you're not gonna clean up after yourself? So what I'm saying is this is something that you're gonna be doing anyway, regardless. This is just
That's
a
not.
part of
But
how we
that's. But
live.
wait,
This is a part of
wait.
life. This is a part of life. It has
It's
nothing to
still
do with
labor,
work.
and you're not. And you
It's
just
and
said
when
if
you
you
have the
didn't.
mindset to look at it
I don't understand why you've been up here enough times. Please, if I start talking, please stop talking. What I'm saying is that if you are single, you're single. You only have to clean up after yourself, right? It's still labor, but you're cleaning up after yourself. You have a family, you have another person. Now you're cleaning up after another person, so your labor doubled. That's a lot more. You already got to clean up after yourself. So it might take you 30 minutes to clean up after yourself. Now it's taking you an hour because you got to clean up after another person, or it's taking you 45 minutes or whatever the case may be because you got to cook, right? If it was just you can cook for yourself. But now you got to cook for another person. That's extra fucking 10 minutes of prep time you got to do for the other person. You dig what I'm saying? And then you got to serve them, and then you got to clean up after. Like, it's more labor, no matter how you slice it.
Listen, it goes back to perspective. Do you really think that when you
bro.
bathe yourself, when you clean up around the house, you look at it as labor for yourself? So
Yeah,
why would you
it's
look at
not.
it for
It's
the
not.
next
It's not
person
perspective.
that you love?
Yes, I
Because
do. It's
if you
all
love
labor.
somebody, if
Hold
you
on.
love
Wait.
somebody,
You just asked me a question, and I'm answering it. Yes, it's all labor.
I wasn't finished, brother. I
I
wasn't
know.
finished. You cut me off. Why you cut me
I
off?
didn't. You asked me a question. I was answering
I
it. You
wasn't
said, "Do you
finished
look at it
with
like
my
whatever?"
question.
And I'm saying, "Yeah."
Or what I was
finished
saying,
with my
Mr.
question, brother.
Facts,
Show the
whatever.
same respect. Show the same
Go
respect.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rick. Hold on. Wait. Go ahead, Rick.
Yo, dog.
Go ahead, Rick. Mr. Fast come up here to argue every day. This shit is incredible. Go ahead, Rick. I know your ass didn't leave again, Mr. Rick.
I'm talking.
Nah, you went out. Go
I
ahead.
thought he left. I thought he left.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this month. Rick, what's going on, bro? Your
Hold on,
shit keep going out.
Every time
You
I
cannot go out the app, fam. You can't be looking at your notes. You're going to have to do it off the top like me.
Oh, that's crazy. I never knew that about this app. That's
Yeah.
something I do every day. But I
Yeah,
was
man.
discussing, I think it said,
Okay, boomer.
You call me a boomer?
Yeah, that's some
I'm
old
younger
nigga
than
shit.
you.
I know, but you acting like an old nigga. Act like a young nigga. Stop acting like an old head. All right, go ahead.
I'm old. I'm about 34. I'm not exactly young, but I ain't
Damn.
too old. But what I was saying, the numbers, it looked like the difference in labor was like an hour and a half a week. For
Yep.
those who are doing. So are we like this? An hour
How many
and a
weeks?
half?
How many weeks are in a year?
52.
52. So 52 times an hour and a half. How many hours is that?
That's 70.
About
let's say
75 hours.
About
75
72,
hours.
75 hours.
Yeah, about 75 hours. 75
Okay, so
hours is
hold on.
75 hours is how many is what? About 2 weeks worth of work?
It's
Yeah,
like
so check this.
78 hours.
Hold on.
Yeah. I'm just
Men work
roughly.
more
Right?
hours than women do actual at your job. Men tend to work more hours. So if you do the
So
same,
78 out. No, we already did. With that being included, sir, it's already included in there. They still work an hour and a half more than men do, which is damn near 80 hours, which is 2 weeks worth of work. That's a lot of fucking work, bro. That's way more work. 2 weeks?
You see the glass half empty.
God damn. No,
Look,
bro.
listen,
It's not.
man.
I don't care about your weird perspective bullshit. That's 2 weeks worth of more. 2 weeks, brother,
listen, check
of
this out.
unpaid labor. How much money do you make in 2 weeks?
I'm not about to tell you that. I'm not about
All
to
right,
tell
cool. So $5,000, 2 weeks, $5,000. That's $5,000 worth of money. $5,000 a year of unpaid labor. $5,000 to me. That's what I'm looking. That's how I'm looking at it. $5,000 a year of unpaid labor. 5,000 times $5,000
hold
a
on,
year.
hold
Now
on.
strap. Nope. Now multiply that year over year over year.
Oh no, I get the point you're making, but this is the point.
Do you get the point I'm making?
Bruh, I just said I understand the point, but to make it this big, when you start multiplying shit, it's always gonna be bigger. That's how shit works. But if we're gonna complain about an hour and a half, like, come on, dog. It's hard for me to like. It's an hour and a half,
Sir, sir, I'm sorry. You don't get to down. You don't get to. You do not get to tell people it's just an hour and a half when you're not doing it. I'm sorry. You don't get to do it. If it's that easy, then you do it.
I do it. Hold on. In my own personal life, I do way more labor than my wife.
Oh man, y'all stay coming up here. Where is your wife?
She's upstairs.
Oh please put her on.
Hey, babe.
Please.
Ashley.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Hey y'all, hit the screen recording.
Watch this. Hey, Ashley.
Let me ask the question, sir. Put her on the phone. Don't ask her shit.
And I don't usually do this. Hey, Ashley. I'm on TikTok defending my own honor. Answer this question for me.
Please.
Go ahead, ask. Answer this question.
Okay.
Go ahead, ask.
Hey Ashley. Hey Ashley.
Hey.
Uh-oh. Hey, I got a question for you. In your home, does your husband do more labor than you?
Yeah,
He does.
he definitely does. I be feeling
Like
bad.
You said you be feeling bad for him. Oh, who watches the kid more?
You said what now?
Who watches the baby more?
He works from home, so he normally watches him more than I do.
Oh, he works from home. Okay. I could believe that, working from home. Okay. That makes sense. And you work outside of the home.
Yeah, she works. She works in a skiff.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, she doing real labor. She the man in the house. That's what's up. Hey, Mrs. Rick, we love you, man. We appreciate you coming.
Now, don't insult me, brother. Don't do that.
Yeah, man. Come on, public. Come on, man.
He mad at
Hey, hold on, man. Hey, Rick. Hey, hold on, man. You know what they be telling me? Hold on, Rick. You know what they be telling me, brother? They be telling me that men work. They be telling me men work all the hard jobs and shit like that.
I do. Hold on. That's just one job, though. I have two jobs.
Okay. Bet. What's the other job?
My other job, I'm a funeral mortician's transport service. So when you die in your house, I'm the dude that comes and gets you.
God damn.
So when they talk about this labor shit, I don't want to hear no complaints about nothing they doing, dog. That could just
That's
be
what's
me.
up. That is just you. That is just you, though.
I ain't trying to hear that shit.
That is just you, though. I just want to tell you that is just you. So it's like I think the thing is that, like I said before, it's hard for men to remove themselves from situations. And we talked about this before. Like I talk about this a lot, but another content creator made a video on this, and she was talking about I did it. I'm sorry. I did a live on this, right? Because there's a study done. It talks about how men, we are like, a lot of us are like cognitively stuck back when we were 12 years old. Like we haven't progressed past being 12 years old. And one of the indicators of that is how we cannot remove ourselves from situations. We can only see things through our lens, our perspective, right? Which is very, very much indicative of a young child, an adolescent child. So if you can only see
who did these studies that you're talking about?
Yeah, you can wait. So I have it in my phone. I did a whole live on it. I was on YouTube. I was on YouTube for a long time. We did a live. Who remembers that live? I want to put that live. I want to spin that live again. That was a good live, man. Because I remember I was banned that week, and I went live on YouTube. But that was a good live, as a matter of fact. I think I need to bring that one back just for Mr. Facts. But yeah. So men we have a really, really hard time not not being we cannot remove ourselves from a situation and see things beyond ourselves. Very, very hard. And they talk about that. They talk about us being like stunted in that way, right? And I believe it because it happens. I see it play out every single day. All this whole time, every man that's been coming up here, they always have to start with themselves. They have to center themselves. Well, in my household, well, this is what I know. Like everything is I, me, I. Every single fucking time. Every single fucking time. It's crazy.
Until you ask.
You said what?
In my defense, I didn't do that until you asked.
What? That's what you were saying the whole time. That's why you were deflecting from. I mean, sir, Rick, that was your whole reason for you trying to find a way to discredit this. To discredit this. That was your whole reason. Because in your world, you're like, well, that don't apply to me, so I must tear it down. That's what I'm saying.
About the labor statistics stat. So when you said, hey, they do an hour and a half more work, to me, an hour and a half in a week, dog, you can call them not having empathy, not being sympathetic. If you gonna complain to me that you working an hour and a half unpaid labor when that dude's working however much hours paid labor, like, come on, man, it's a balance.
What if your job told you to work an extra hour and a half a week and didn't pay you for it, and at the end of the year you did the math on that and was like, damn, they stole $5,000 of my labor? Would you not look at it? You wouldn't look at it that way, or you would just look at it like, it's only an hour and a half a week?
From my actual job, yes.
From your actual job, yeah. So what is any that's the thing I never understand about people. Labor is labor is labor. This is unpaid labor. It's still labor.
But I do not complain about having to do more dishes than my wife in the house. I don't complain about it. I just
it's a wait. They're saying it's an hour and a half per day. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was an hour and a half per day, not a week.
No, the stats I looked at said a week.
Okay, I don't know. But anyways, moving on. You can stay up here. You can stay up here, Rick. I'm just gonna I got to get to somebody else. There's 4 people up here. Let's open it up to DR. What's good? What's good, bro?
What's good? What's good? First and foremost, thanks for inviting me and having me on. Hello to the panel. Hello to the chat. But brothers, y'all probably ain't gonna like me, but I'm here to agree that women do work harder than men. If we want to start off, when you have kids together, when the babies are first born, who's the one to be the first one to get up at 2 a.m. with the baby?
The women.
Who's the one who starts just out of when because first of all, when women have kids, they just click and they change. Men, we start to have to adjust a little bit, but women,
It take us 6 years before we start liking them little motherfuckers half the time.
women automatically just adjust. And to me, it was when I watched my wife do it. And then another thing that you were saying, public, was like people don't understand it. It becomes more work when you do have a family. And Rick, I'm saying you married with kids too. You should understand that when you have a family, it is more to do. When you by yourself it's still work that you have to do. And let's not say it's not what it is. It's work that you have to do. It takes work to keep a clean house. It takes work to do everything that you want it to do and have it the way you want it to be. It might not be, oh, I don't want to look at it as work, but it is work because you have to do it every day and you have to try to make sure it's to your liking. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing when you're in a household. Now, when you got a household of more kids and more people, it becomes more work, especially when you raising kids. Like kids are like sometimes kids can be like the nastiest people in the world. They go around,
Sometimes.
you're right. Sometimes
All the time. They the nastiest.
exactly. They go around and they just cut up. Like, I got my kids now. I'm giving them a second and then I have to get off of here and I have to go behind them. And so, but the thing is, women, they work harder and they naturally start off like this. Well, we have to start to catch up. When they start having the kids, they naturally get on it with the kids, making bottles. You know how much work it is to sit up there and keep making bottles every day? Then they
How
have
about
to
breastfeeding?
yeah. Oh, look, let's not talk about that. And then the women that pump every day, then they do this, and then you turn around, you get up and you go to work. And when you go to work, you turn around, you get off of work, you come home, and you get right back to the baby. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work in that. And sometimes we men, we should be so worried about not being, not having our manhood or masculinity taken away from us by just looking at the truth of things and not looking at it for the way it is and what it is. You know what I'm saying? Women do
Facts.
work harder. They just work harder in a lot of different, and they naturally change and adapt to things. Well, where it's like now, it's the times that we in now. Look, if we go back to 19 back in the days when women couldn't even have bank accounts on their own without a man being there, and that was before 1974. After 1974, when they made that a law, and they made it a law against one of the laws that you couldn't discriminate against women if they wanted to have a place to live, and they start opening things up for women. What did women do? Women adapted and they changed, and they start working harder and moving forward to fast forward to where we are now. A lot of women are empowered. A lot of women are very educated. A lot of women can be independent and stand alone on their own. And a lot of women are in the workforce moving up and moving around. And where a lot of us men, we stagnated, and we not understanding, and we mad about the fact that we stagnated and the women are working towards the next move. You know what I'm saying? And so
And it,
sound like
no, go
the
ahead, brother.
women. No, I'm finna land my plane, but I feel like a lot of brothers, we need to just sit back. And actually, if you got a woman that's like that, you need to be grateful for that type of woman. Because I have a woman that comes in and she works hard all the time, and she works so hard to the point where I be like, you know what, I feel bad. I gotta make sure I get in here and make this thing easier for her, even though I work hard too. You know what I'm saying? But she's willing and naturally just comes in and want to do certain things because we trying to make a household a certain way. And it's like I be watching and I'm like, I can't just sit around and watch her do all this. I have to jump in and help and make it easier for her. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times we don't see that, and then we don't appreciate it when we do see it. So I'm gonna land my plane.
Them babies calling you, Dr. I hear 'em. All right, brother. I appreciate you, fam. Hey, man, they was calling him. What y'all got to say? What you want to say, Rick?
It sound like the ladies need to get them a me.
What?
It sound like they need to get them a dude like me. I cook, I clean. You just heard my wife. Y'all need to find a dude like me. Sound like to me, if y'all having all these troubles, because like what? This is all foreign to me. Y'all got dudes who just sit on the couch and let y'all clean. That is crazy. Drop them dudes. Why is that like not it? Get rid of them.
Why are you talking to the women? Why don't you talk to the men and say, man, why don't you contribute more to the household duties?
Oh, you know the answer to this. You said it yourself. These niggas is not going to change.
I didn't say that.
You say it all the time.
I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't. If I thought men were incapable of changing, I wouldn't be talking to y'all. So no, I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I do think men can change. I know men can change. I've changed. I'm changing.
I don't think dudes talking to dudes is going to do it. You have to have consequences. So if dudes ain't doing what you need them to do, get rid of them.
They're getting the consequences, though. That's what I'm saying. They're experiencing the consequences too. They're going to experience the natural consequences, but then they need somewhere to run to. They're going to need, because if you don't give them the information they need as to why they're doing what they're doing and how to correct it, then they're going to run into the red pill. They're going to run to misogyny, like most men do. They run straight to the comfort of it's these women's fault. It's these women's fault. Oh, it's their fault. Oh, since you got your fucking degrees and you know every fucking thing, they run into that shit. We don't care about your degrees. We don't care about your jobs. We don't care. That's what these men do. So yeah, no, I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna tell him like, no. You could do better. You could be a better person. There is no need for Rick or Public or Mr. Fax or Theodore or any other man in this chat to tell women what they need to do. You don't need to do it. You're not the smart. You don't got the insight to do it. You don't got the experience. Yeah, you just realized something right now 2 seconds ago that women already knew for fucking a millennia. You telling them just get you another dude. That's why I tell men, don't give dating advice to women. You're trash. Your dating advice is always garbage. It never makes sense. I'm always like, what? You think they needed to hear that? Or you just wanted to big yourself up? Get a me.
Get a me. Hey, it was tongue in cheek. It was supposed to be a joke. Everybody got mad. So
I got you. I hear you. Yeah, that was weird.
And I gotta ask you this, Public. What's the percentage so far as when it comes to women that actually doing this labor and it's up to par? Because if you want to compare it to like a business, I mean, even in a business, you have somebody judging your work. So if you have nobody judging your work and they just do whatever, how do you know if they're doing a half-ass job or not? If they have nobody to criticize or critique and say, oh yeah, you could, because who's to say they even know how to clean? That this might be some women out there that half-ass clean, where they don't even know how to clean properly, but they ain't got nobody to really go over their work because it's not a business. It's not somebody like standing over them, making sure they're doing it correctly. So what about that?
Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. You just said they're not clean. Oh my God. I'll be trying to defend us, brother, but that is not the argument to make. That is a terrible argument, dog.
I'm not trying to make an argument. I'm just painting a situation where it's like this. There's plenty of situations like that.
Your girl isn't
Plenty of people like that. Plenty of women.
oh, sir,
Plenty of women like that.
sir, listen. If your girl isn't cleaning the house properly, right, in your opinion, then you should just clean the house.
Clean up. You go clean it.
Go clean the house.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about even when it could just be them where they're single, where they don't even where they're not in a relationship, but they got kids and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. It matters because he's talking about how women overexert themselves at home, but it's like, are they? Who's to say they're really doing the proper job? You know?
Them.
So
Y'all.
huh?
You like hold on, wait.
So
you
sir,
hold on, Mr. Facts.
You critique.
Damn,
Go ahead,
man.
Go ahead.
Listen to what I'm saying. If you and your spouse and your mate or whoever, if y'all are okay with some dirt on the floor, then it's clean enough for y'all.
No.
If y'all are okay, hold on.
If she's single, I'm talking about if she's single. She's not. She doesn't
If
have-
she's okay with some dirt on the floor, that's up to her. There is no standard. That's what I'm saying. We talking about a business. Who gives a fuck? These are personal. This is your personal opinion.
What I'm saying is at their discretion. So it's not like this picture that you're painting where it's like it's real heavy labor. It's not. It's not heavy labor, bro. It is labor, but it's not heavy
y'all
labor.
will literally
It's
yeah.
not.
Y'all
You
are
get to do what you want as you please.
Okay, I got you.
Get to clean.
Hold on, I got you. You guys trying to find any
It's at
way
your discretion. It's at your
to
discretion.
you guys the amount of times that men will try to find any way to diminish the work that women
I don't
do
feel like
is
cleaning
amazing.
today. Oh, I'll clean tomorrow. You can't do that at work.
I can't.
You can't do that at
I'm
no job.
I'm
I
almost
don't
mind
feel
blown.
like-
Hold on, Miss.
I don't feel like doing my job today.
Be quiet. Stop. What I'm saying is that it's crazy.
Golly, man.
It's crazy how many times and how deep men go. Like Rick came up here, he already tried to do it. Here you go trying to do it. Like I'm not understanding. And here's the
I
thing.
give a fuck about Rick.
But I
I
care.
give a fuck about that dude.
I care. And the craziest thing is
Convince me.
is that two men, right? That I'm not understanding why the thing I ain't gonna even hold you, Rick.
Now you're deflecting.
What?
Right. Dog,
Rick, the thing about you that's interesting, Rick, though, is that and here's why I always have a hard time believing the men when they say I do more labor. Because if you truly were doing more labor, especially for a sustained amount of time, because I don't know how long you've been doing more labor. You could have just started last month. But the thing about that is that if you actually are doing more labor, I have a hard time believing that you would downplay the amount of labor that you do. You see what I'm saying? I have a hard time believing, like, if you were really that guy, that you would come up here and be like,
Cleaning,
yeah, it's
doing
nothing.
laundry, I don't look at it as work, and I still do it
not talking
to
to
the
you.
utmost.
I'm not understanding. This is so weird.
Bitch, you
Why
shut your
you-
motherfucking ass up, man.
Ah, man, here you go being weird. Stop. It's the internet,
Dudes
Mr.
like
Facts.
you, I slap. Seriously, though. Seriously.
But it's the internet.
Sir,
Hold on. We believe you, Mr. Facts. You the toughest guy in the room. Cool, you won.
I'm not
Go
talking
ahead.
to you. I'm talking to Rick.
It don't matter who you talking to, though. I'm just saying, it don't matter. It's the internet. Why are you threatening a man over the internet? That's stupid to
I'm
me.
not threatening. I'm not.
You are. You
I'm
just
not threatening.
come on, man. That don't gaslight us. You just threatening to slap that man.
What?
That's crazy work.
TikTok. This for entertainment purposes only, man. This WWE.
Okay, it's not
man.
entertaining to
Chill
say
out,
you're gonna slap a
relax,
man over the
relax.
internet. I'm just telling you. And
Relax, man.
hey,
you taking things
and
too
I've been
serious.
I've been a victim of it too. So I ain't gonna hold you. But go ahead,
Don't
Rick.
take
Go
things
ahead.
too serious, man. Just chill.
Hey, hold on, wait. Theodore. Hold on, Theodore. Are you there, brother? I'd be shocked if Theodore was still there. We being rude. Oh, that man ain't there. Damn, Theodore. Okay, go ahead, Rick.
Oh yeah, so the reason I don't complain about it is because to me it's just what needs to be done. So like, just get it done. Like I do all types of shit. Like I said, I move dead bodies. Like I don't complain about it. It's just what I do. It's my life. I don't doing the dishes. It's nothing to complain about. It's something that has to get done, so you get it done. The carpet needs to be vacuumed. It's nothing to complain about. So I vacuum the carpet. Like to me, it's just what you do to take care of the house. So it's not. I don't think I deserve to be bigged up for it until people say like,
You don't.
Hold on, let me finish.
I was just saying, I agree with you. You don't deserve to be bigged up for it. Go ahead.
People say you don't do shit. Then it's like, all right now, come on, bro. That's the only bring it up.
I don't know how much you do or what you do, but I'm just saying, whatever you doing, it's good for you. Your wife happy, that's all. That's the only thing that's important. What up, Dad?
What up, public? I didn't really want too much, and then I just wanted to tell Mr. Fax to respect this man's platform and his live, and when he talking, please don't talk over him. Like, have a civil conversation. Please
We
be
trying
adult.
to.
That's all I came up here to do. I'm not being bad today, public.
I
I'm
like
being
that.
nice. You see the tone in my voice?
Yeah, it's very laid back and chill.
This shit don't even sound right, but
It sound right. It sound when you be chilling. We done been on a lot of lives when you been chilling before, so I respect it.
nah,
I
bro.
appreciate it.
That's
there
all
go.
right.
Hold on, wait. Okay, not you, Dad. I'm sorry. Hold on, wait. I saw Theodore. There he goes. There goes Theodore. He's bike. His mic probably couldn't unmute. That's what it was. I know that's what it was. Hey, I appreciate you coming up, Dad. Yeah, you couldn't unmute your mic, huh?
Nah, man, I'm getting heated because I don't have like a whole lot of time. I felt like you skipped me a couple of times.
I did. I probably did, sir. My fault. We was up here yapping. What's good with it?
Nah, man, you racist. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Nah, I just want
That
to
was a
know.
good.
I'm trying to. I see this as a trend right now. The new women are working harder than men. Did some statistic come out or something, or is that why a lot of lives are using this? That women work more than men?
They probably stealing it from me, but nah. No, I think it's a reality.
I've seen this on a couple other lives, and they were talking about a statistic, like some labor board statistic that came out.
Yeah, that recently came
true?
out.
Okay,
I believe
so
it to
this
be true.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is actually a thing then. That like women,
yeah.
if you add up all the hours between men and women working, even the men working outside of the house, women, because they're doing double duties, taking care of the family, and a lot of them still have jobs.
Yep.
Their labor is actually equals more than a man.
Yeah.
And then it's turned.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Theodore. I think that minus, like, okay, let's go back 50 years ago when 85% of men were the breadwinners in the household. I believe that even back then women worked more than men.
Well, they probably did more back then than they do now. Because they were expected to. I mean, they were kind of forced. I mean, it wasn't,
But they work now, though.
Yeah,
that's the only difference. They
see
do
what
more
you're
now.
saying, yeah.
They do more now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back then, all they did was housework. Now they do housework and they work. That's the point. Because it ain't like the houses. The houses still got to get cleaned. They got clean back then. They got to get clean now. The kids still got to get to school. The kids got to. All that shit still got to happen. And the question now becomes who's doing it, and it's still overwhelmingly women are doing it. Men are helping out more though too. So it's, you know what I mean. So that's, don't get me wrong. Men are helping out more than they were back in the day. They weren't doing shit 50 years ago. Men weren't doing shit in the house 50 years ago.
That's why I said I think they probably did it more back then because it was expected. It was a mentality, like, I mean, they even would openly say, "Get your ass in the kitchen," and you know what I'm saying,
Praise
right?
the progress. Yeah. They was getting their heads knocked between the washer and dryer. That's why I don't glorify 50 years ago. I'm always like, what, y'all want to go back to when black people was more oppressed and women was more oppressed? Y'all crazy.
Yeah.
Rick said, praise the progress. Absolutely not. Malcolm X said, if you plunge a knife on my back 12 inches and you pull it out 6, that ain't progress. If you plunge a knife on my back and you pull it out 9 inches, that's not progress. The progress begins when you pull the knife all the way out the back and the wound begins to heal. So no, I will never, ever, ever applaud this type of progress. This is not progress to me. Absolutely not.
But let me ask you something, man.
I'm listening.
Do you think some of that's because of a woman's natural nurturing and care for type of mentality?
Nope. I think that
I know that a lot of women that I've dated and I've been with, they have a natural,
No, they don't.
care for type of.
No, they don't. You just dated them when they were older and they already been conditioned to, and they've been socialized to think and be that way. You didn't know them when they were 5 years old. How do you know it was natural? You don't know shit about you.
That's facts. I didn't know them when they was little, but
Yeah.
I just feel like women are kind of natural caretakers. Even in nature. I mean, the mother takes care of the young.
Sometimes
a kitten has a litter of kittens. The mother it's kind of, I mean, I think a lot of what animals do are natural in humans too. We just are more evolved and more intelligent about it. But I think that women naturally have an instinct to
Why
care
do
for
you
her
think?
family, to
Why
care
do you
for her
think men?
children.
Why do you think men don't? Why wouldn't men have that same instinct?
They do, but it's in a different way. They think they're doing it more by going outside of the house and bringing home the money.
No, I
You know
know,
what
but
I
that's
mean?
not. But everybody, but Theodore, listen to what I'm saying. Even back way back when women also hunted. Women went outside of the village and did all of that stuff. Fast forward to 2024, that's not the only way, right? Like that's not even the way that you contribute to your house is going outside the home. I'm talking about inside the home. Why is it that women would be naturally nurturing, but men wouldn't be? It doesn't make sense to me. If you believe women are naturally nurturing, which I don't. I don't believe. Well, I'm sorry. I do believe that human beings have the capacity to be very nurturing. Human beings, men and women, doesn't matter. I believe both of us can.
I would go with that. I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, and I didn't say it with that. I was just asking, do you think it is? I'm not saying that that's the case. And
Yeah.
just sometimes it has that impression when you look at. Cause I've been over at like my homeboy's house, you know what I mean, and I know he don't do shit. He don't clean. He don't do nothing, and his girl's doing all the clean or whatever. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And it just kind of feels like because he has more of a I'm gonna do it later, and women have, or his girl has more of a we need to do it now type of
Yeah.
mentality.
That's
You
what
know what I'm
most women
saying?
do. Most women get the
Yeah.
job done when it needs to be done. They're proactive and not reactive. Men are very much reactive because we lazy as
Yeah,
fuck. Because we're
and we want
entitled
to
as
put it
fuck.
off. Men, yeah, men
Yeah.
want to kind of put it off and do it later. And I'm even guilty. I mean, I'm on my own now. Like, I've already raised my kids and they're in college now and all that. And I'm on my own now. And even I'm like, yeah, I can wait till tomorrow. You know what I mean? But I remember back when I was married, you know, my ex-wife was like, we got to do it now. Like, let's go now. And it used to irritate me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, you know, over the years, I've grown from that. I'm like, you know what? It's actually better to do it because I don't want to do it later or type of shit. But it's just kind of like,
You end
you know,
up not doing it later often, and then your wife
yeah,
now she has a legitimate reason to be upset with you. But if you would have just done
mm,
it when she said let's do it,
that part. Yeah, you're like, wow, I could I wouldn't be, I'd be less upset now because
yeah,
now here I
you
got a whole pile of
I,
dishes and laundry and shit.
let me venture to say you probably still be married. I'm sure. That's just generally speaking.
No,
If you just
that's a
no,
whole nother lie. That's a whole nother lie. No, she
oh
was older
man,
than we had an age gap. It was like a
oh
10-year age
okay.
gap, and that's kind of what did
She
it.
was 10 years
So
older than you.
yeah,
Oh man, damn.
yeah.
You
I was in my 20s, and she was going into her 30s, and it wasn't gonna work out. You know
you
what
was a
I mean?
victim,
Because
brother.
right, I wanted to go to the club and still experience my youth, and she wanted to, you know, settle down and get married, and I kind of fell into it. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's a whole nother lie, but it just didn't work out. But I just want to come on here because like I said, I've seen this on a few other lives, and I think I mean, I'll have to look into it, but I think maybe a statistic came out that actually is saying
It did.
women are working more annually, and we're talking overall. You know, a lot of men are getting it twisted. Like, how the fuck, you know, a man that goes and fishes for king crab out and is not working harder than a woman who's just doing laundry at home. But you know, this is
Even
kind
those
of like,
dudes, but even those dudes
yeah,
though, they don't do that year round. They go out in king crab season, and then they don't work until king crab season again. You see what I'm
right,
saying? Like they're not
right.
always on that boat, and yeah, that's a very strenuous job, and it's very scary, and yada yada yada, right? But they don't. But when you extrapolate that, if you look at like BTUs, like I guarantee, and I'm just not trying to be too wonky, but like men just like to assume that because this job looks harder than it actually is harder. And a lot of the reasons why we think jobs are harder than other jobs because we're told so. We're told that job is harder. We're just told it's harder. But why is it harder?
No, it's not.
Well,
Guys get a
I mean,
harder.
it could be harder for certain people because I mean, how many times you've been on the job and seen a lazy ass fool that just is, you know what I mean, not cutting it, and then you know what I mean. Like now, for me personally, I work in warehouse logistics and stuff, and I've seen a lot, especially the young ones. They come in and you know what I mean. They want to get high on their break and come in and not do nothing, all day, and you're like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, and I mean, there's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if they're like that on the job, then I could just imagine at home. You feel me? Like what's you know what I mean? What's really going on? Like, okay, if you like that here, then I know at home, even if you got a girl or whatever, I know that you are not doing shit at home because you barely do nothing at work.
Yeah,
You
that's for
feel me?
sure. Yep. Theodore was trying to say something. I'm sorry, not Theodore. Leonardo, what were you trying to say, brother?
What I was saying is like, what kind of jobs are there that women actually more labor into than men? You know, men do the most
Say
difficult
what?
jobs.
What'd you say?
Men do the most difficult jobs out there because the only thing that matters is our status or how much we're actually making. Right? So we work harder because our value is based on what we can actually do and provide. That's our job. That's our goal because our goal is to provide security and provide stability for the woman.
No,
Right?
it's not.
No, yes, it is. Of course it
100%.
is.
Are you married?
Look.
Are you married?
No, but I have a
Okay.
girlfriend.
So wait. So I'm gonna tell you something. Your job, men don't work generally. Men don't work to be stable for women or whatever the hell you're talking about, right? I want to hold on, Leonardo.
One example.
Hold on.
Before I go, one example.
Hold on. You ain't got to go anywhere. I'm gonna let you talk.
Hey,
gotta
can
let
you
me finish.
mute me? I can't mute mine. Can you mute?
I got you. Real quick. What I wanted to say was that women, first and foremost, the reason that women aren't on these strenuous jobs is because men block them out. They have always blocked them out. It's the same reason why black people ain't on these jobs, right? Same reason. They block them out. It ain't because black people are lazy. It's because white men control these jobs, a lot of these jobs, and they block everybody else out. Women too. Women, men, black men, maybe Latino men, maybe Asian men. Doesn't matter, right? Other groups of people do that too. But when it comes to men, black men will block out women. White men will block out women. Asian men will block out women. Like none of these groups of men are ever going to be accommodating or inviting women into these jobs. So when you talk about, well, women don't do this, don't buy into that. That's not the reason why women don't do those jobs. Women will be on oil rigs working with men too if they allow women to be on oil rigs. Women would be doing construction more too if men stopped making it weird on the construction site and actually hired the women. If men could make the places safe, if men became safe for women in these jobs, right? Yes, women will work there. But until then, they're not going to work there. They're not stupid, right? And they do try, by the way. They still try a lot of times, and they still get rejected. So even when they do try, they get rejected. And secondly, yeah, men don't. The reason why men's our worth is rooted in how much money we make is because men put that on other men, right? And we didn't do that for women. We did that because capitalists told you that your intrinsic value is rooted in how much money you make. It has nothing to do with women. Women never told you that. You don't work for a woman. You work for yourself. You work for a capitalist, but you also work for yourself, though. You know what I'm saying? So I hate when men say stupid stuff like that. Like we are as a group, we are lazy. We cut corners at every chance we get, and we are not here for equity or equality or anything like that. We're not protectors of women. We're not providers for women. We're none of those things. These are not lies I'm willing to allow people to spew on my platform. I can't stand it. It's very annoying because it's not rooted in anything real, right? But go ahead. I will. You could finish what you're saying now.
Where did you even get that information? Like, you know,
Which one?
That we this is society values. You know, have you heard of that? What I was gonna say, right? You know, in Iceland, have you heard the story? What happened in Iceland?
Which one?
About the women protesting that they were getting
yeah
unjust.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they like all the women didn't go to work. They demonstrated.
What happened?
Yep.
You know what happened? Nothing happened. No. Because most of the jobs that we created are not necessary. There's no job that a woman can do that a man cannot do.
So I don't understand your point.
No,
that wasn't what it was about. What are you talking about?
About a what? No,
That
you just
wasn't
stated no. You just stated that women do not need men. Men built this entire infrastructure, this entire country. We built the homes.
okay. I
We
love
did
that. So
everything that we
men,
had to do.
okay, I love that. So men built the world, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We maintain the
Um,
infrastructure. We
yeah.
maintain everything that the world has.
Your mic goes really like in and out, so I can't hear you. It's not like I'm trying to talk over you. I literally can't hear you. So men built the world. Is the world good? Is this a good place to be in the world for the majority of people? Is it a healthy world?
You have food every single day. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry right now, but not me personally and not you personally.
Do you
For
have a
the
home?
majority, hold on. For the majority of people, for everybody, actually. Don't talk to me personally because I'm not like you guys. I remove myself from a situation, right? I don't vote with myself in mind. I don't do things with myself and my family in mind. I do things with the collective in mind. When I do things that will affect the collective, I think about the collective. I do not think about myself. I think about myself last. I think about everybody else first, right? So collectively, humanity is in a good place right now. Is that what you're telling me?
Of course, we're in a good place. You're alive,
Okay.
right? You have the ability to have a family. Are you on war? Are you in a
Yeah.
country that is suffering from war?
Yeah.
Really?
America is currently in seven. America is in 7 conflicts right now. 7 that we know of. So yeah, my country is in
So you're
war
saying
perpetually.
so you're saying the life that is now is much, much better than it was before. I mean, it's much worse than it was before.
Before when? Before they enslaved my people and brought us over here? When are you talking about?
Enslaved? What? That is, so you think? Okay, let's not backtrack to the.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're trying to make a point, but it's goofy. Like we know the world is fucked up, right? We know. Oh, Leonardo.
Let me ask
Leonardo.
you.
The
No,
world,
hold on. I don't wanna go
the
to
world
that.
is fucked up, brother. The world is fucked up. Why are you in America right now?
Because there's better job opportunities. I can make a lot more money.
Exactly. Exactly.
why?
So
Do
you
you
hold
know
on,
why?
wait. So I do know why. Do you know why is the question? I'm going to tell you why though. So you had to leave the country you were from because down there they didn't have enough job opportunities. And why didn't they have enough job opportunities? Because of American politics in your country. Because by your accent, I'm 100% sure you were born in the Western Hemisphere. And if you were born in the Western Hemisphere, meaning South America, or Central America, or anywhere in the Western Hemisphere, if you were born anywhere on these 2 continents, the South American continent or the North American continent, the government of the USA messed up your fucking country so bad that a lot of you guys had to flee your country for better job opportunities. But if they allowed you guys to self-determination, right, to self-determine, then you wouldn't be here. If these men, these corrupt men who built this world, who you love, who you dick riding right now, if these corrupt men who built this world and maintain this world, if the world was good, you wouldn't be here. I promise you would not be here. You being here is an example of the world being fucked up. I don't think you understand that. And that's not me. Trust me, brother. I'm down with you. I'm happy you here and all of that. This ain't about that. But I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Why are you living here? So move out of America. If you think America's messed up, why are you living here?
Wait. So wait. Hold on. Time out. Hold on. I got it. I gotta slow you down. You got a little bit too much dip on your chip, sir. I am a black man in America. I'll be damned if I allow you to tell me I should leave this country because I don't like it here. You don't get to tell me that, right? Now, I know it hurts your feelings that I just pointed out an obvious thing about your country, but I also pointed out an obvious thing about the country that I'm forced to be in. Right?
You're making assumptions. You're saying that I'm from the Western.
I'm not making. What country are you from?
Right? Well, you're making assumptions.
What country are you from? I'll keep going. I don't even care. What country are you from?
I was born here.
No. Oh, you're born in America? Where was your family from? Where was your family from?
I was born here. I'm an American.
Hold on. This is not an attack on your family or you. So if you're not going to be honest, you can drop. That's okay. You don't get to deflect. I'm asking you the question. Where is your family from? I didn't say where you were born. Where is your family from? Are they from the... So you don't want to tell me because I was right. Because if I was wrong, you would be like, yeah, you're wrong. But since I'm clocking it,
It
you're
doesn't
mad.
matter because my
You
parents
were
have
born in a country. You were born in a Spanish speaking country. Hold on, wait, Leonardo. You were born in a Spanish speaking country in the Western Hemisphere. I guarantee you, without a doubt, you were born in a Spanish speaking country in the Western Hemisphere. And if you weren't, your parents were, right? 100%. And this is not a knock on either one of them because it's not your fault. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is not me blaming you guys. That's not
sure
what
you
I'm
want
doing.
to if you want to make a bet, sure, whatever you want to do.
What do
You
I
want to
want to
make a
bet?
bet,
What am I betting?
$100,000.
What?
You're making assumptions. You're
What
assuming
is
that
the
I'm
bet?
safe without even knowing the information,
Hold on, what?
right?
I'm assuming what?
You're making assumptions about a person's race or a person's
Are you from?
nationality.
Wait. Are you from Puerto Rico?
No.
That's American. No, I'm dead serious. Are you? Unless you Puerto Rican. Hold on, sir, Leonardo. I'm not stupid. Please don't play with me like I'm dumb. I'm asking you a simple question, and I'm also asking you if where you're telling me to leave the country, but your people, your family, had to leave the country you were from because they didn't have enough job opportunities there. Who wants to do that? Nobody wants to leave their country, and I'm not saying nobody literally, but the vast majority of people would be perfectly fine living in their country if their country wasn't fucked up. The vast majority of people would be perfectly okay if their country had enough opportunities for them. Nobody would leave. So by you leaving is proof that the world is fucked up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That you had to leave to have job opportunities. You had to go to a whole other fucking country. Think about that shit. That's not a knock. That's not your fault. You did what you had to do. Y'all family did what they had to do. I got nothing but love and respect for it. I'm knocking the men who built the world who you're dick riding though. I'm telling you that that's fucked up. That they created such a they messed up the world so badly that people in their own countries don't have enough opportunities in the countries that they're from. That's what I'm saying. I think that that's fucked up. To me, that proves that the world is fucked up.
No, it's not. You move from location to location based on the resources and opportunities that you have.
Sir, you're not a nomad.
No.
We're not nomadic.
As humans, we've been moving from location to location.
Some people, not every human. Some people are nomads. Some people aren't. You're not a nomad. Your people aren't nomadic. Stop playing the fucking game with me. I'm not stupid. We're not nomadic. What are you talking about? There are nomadic countries there are nomadic cultures, absolutely, still in this world. You're not a part of it. What you're doing is you're not a fucking nomad. You're an asylum seeker. Some people would call it immigrant, something like that. Fine, cool. Fine. You're a citizen now, great. I'm happy for you. But the reason why you're here is because the world that was built by these terrible people is so corrupt and so fucked up that in your country, you and your people didn't have enough opportunities. And so you guys came here. You didn't just come here because you were like, you know what? America looks cool. I think I'm going to move there. That's not what happened. That's not what happened, sir. Do not play with me. That's not what happened, right? And the country you're from, I'm pretty sure, just like America, is still messed up because America is messed up. Terrible. Terrible. There's wealth inequality. There's homelessness. People are yes, I have enough food in my refrigerator. I can go buy the things that I need. I got people in my family that can't though. There's a whole neighborhood a half a mile away that can't. They can't afford to do any of that stuff. They can't afford to go on vacation. They don't have a working vehicle. They have food insecurity. Some of them don't know where they're going to live next month. Like, what are you talking about? The world is okay. Please miss me with that shit. And brother, in your wildest dreams, don't ever tell a black man to leave America. Get out of here. That's crazy. in your wildest dreams, don't do that shit, sir.
The race card. I didn't even say one thing. All you said was you hate this country. You think this country's corrupt.
Sir, you told a black dude to, like, I don't even agree with this dude. But you can't tell a black dude to leave.
No, it doesn't matter. If you say you hate this country, then you should leave him. Right? It doesn't matter about race. You can be Chinese, you can be Jewish. If you don't like this country that you are living in, you have to do your best to do what you can do for the country that you're living in.
That
How can you
doesn't,
not
Yeah.
support the
hold on,
US?
sir. I'm trying to like bridge a gap here. You just because the country is like there are positive things, you still have to acknowledge the negative. Like there are things that are wrong with this country. It's okay to say that. You
Yeah.
can't like it's okay.
He acted like I don't have a right to be like, yeah, the country's freaking terrible, and oh, you don't like it, leave. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Huh?
you
Why would I leave?
you can acknowledge that, especially if you was born there. Like you can say, "Hey,
Especially if I'm born here. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not telling you to get out of here. Get out of my country. Like, what, you don't think that for you and your family to have immigrated here, you sure did figure out a way to be racist really fast. Like, are we sure you weren't racist before you got here?
if anything public
You're making assumptions that it's not even true.
I should be
Are
telling you
we
that.
sure you weren't racist before you got here, or like what?
No, you know I'm being racist to me because you're calling me an immigrant from the start.
Wait,
You don't
hold
even.
on, wait. Please don't try to do the Uno reverse, sir. If you were being, are you gonna be honest right now? Be honest. Hey brother, if I'm being racist, tell me. If my assumptions are wrong, tell me. You were born here, cool. Were your parents born here?
Both of them are in different countries, so no.
Okay, so you came here on your own.
Hold on, Tom. How were you born here if both your parents are in different countries?
He's lying because he's trying to play. He thinks he's slick. I'm trying to tell him because he thinks because I'm black, he think I'm slow. But I'm telling you, I'm not, brother.
My mom is from Europe,
You
and
think-
my father's from South America. You know what? They're both engineers. They were able to come to this country. So what? So guess what? We got opportunities here.
Anchor baby.
It doesn't matter. But you're assuming that I'm an immigrant from the South, right? You're making assumptions that I'm an immigrant. That
Wait. Your daddy's from South America.
It doesn't matter. My mom is from Europe.
Okay, where did you grow up?
You're born here.
Okay.
But where did you grow up? Hold on, Rick. Where did you grow up, Leonardo? What country did you grow up in? You didn't grow up in America.
Of course I did.
Come on.
So you're making assumptions. You're making assumptions. Can you just rely on the information that I'm giving you, right? I'm stating that I was born here. I'm speaking the language that we speak in the US.
Can I ask a question, please?
Please go ahead. This is crazy.
If you were born here, right? And I'm not saying you weren't. If your mother's from New York, why?
No, she's from Europe. She's
Oh,
from
he
Europe.
said
He said,
I thought
yeah, he said Europe, right? No, he said his mother's from Europe and his father's from South America.
So, why do you sound like that?
Because he was born, he lived in another country.
I know that. I'm waiting to answer.
Sound like what, Rick? You're making assumptions again.
You sound like a Mexican.
Oh my God. Come on, man.
Like, and I'm not trying to be racist or racial, but
That's crazy, bro.
you sound like a Mexican.
Nah, he don't sound like a Mexican, but I'm not, that's crazy.
But he sounds of Spanish descent.
I think he was born in, I don't care. I don't know what country he's born in, and now we venturing in, this is like getting very like xenophobic and racist at this point. I'm just saying, you have an accent. You clearly weren't raised in this country. I don't think you're Mexican. I don't know what you are, but I'm not assuming you're from. I know, like I said, and I clocked it. You said your father is from South America. Absolutely, I know that. Clearly, somebody's from there. Either him or your mom, but both of them or one of them don't matter. My whole point was though, whatever country you're from, whatever country they're from, the reason you're in America is because the country that either of your parents are from, the opportunities aren't as good in those countries, and more than likely, if it's in South America, it's 1,000% due to America, 1,000%, and in Europe, probably America too, but I don't know. Depends on what country we're talking about in Europe though, but it's probably America too. Because America got their fair. America has over 330. America has over 330 military bases that we know of all around the world. I don't know if you know what that means. I don't know.
That means that the rest of the world.
No, I know. I'm just. You said what?
because the rest of the world is misbehaving. If it wasn't because of America, everybody will be killing each other.
What?
Do you know if America wasn't here in World War II, the entire
Can I
world
be
would have been destroyed?
can I be racist now? Is this okay? Can I? I'm just playing. This is crazy.
He said the rest
The rest of the world is misbehaving is wildly racist. Wildly. Like, what are we talking about? The rest of the world is
If
misbehaving?
the U.S. wasn't
Public,
defending,
hold on. Public, I have to apologize. I've been trying. Dog, if these are the type of people like I'm trying to like defend, I can't do this no more. Cause this nigga just said.
what are you talking about? If the U.S.
was
here,
misbehaving?
you know what
This
would
is
Russia
crazy.
do to Europe? If the U.S. wasn't part,
What would Russia do to Europe?
if the U.S. didn't exist, you know what would happen to Europe?
Yeah, if America didn't exist, Europe would be flourishing. What are you talking about? If America didn't exist, Russia would be flourishing.
Like, oh, dude, man.
Like, do you know how many sanctions we put on Russia? We just blew up. America just their fucking their pipeline, their natural gas pipeline. They just blew it up.
He
They just
said
blew it up.
the rest of the world, I've never heard of the rest of the world was misbehaving. That is
Half of Russia is in Europe and half of Russia is in
You
in
know what
Asia.
China's doing into Africa, right? Do
Say
you know
what now?
what? Do you know what?
What? Hold on, wait. Who doing what?
he said.
Did you
China-
say what China's doing to Africa?
Everybody does shit to Africa, bro.
Oh, this man is so. Do you know what China? Do you know what? Do you know what? What the English is doing to Africa? What the French are doing in Africa? What Denmark or no? Was it? Is it Holland? Hold on, King. What's his name? He was in the Congo. He was chopping off everybody's arms.
Idi Amin.
No. He was white. King Ferdinand. I want to say. Anyways, I don't remember his
White
name.
dude.
Yeah. The U.S. is doing to Africa. Isn't the U.S. current? Didn't the U.S. just drop a couple little in Somalia recently? Didn't they drop a King Leopold? There you go, Dutch. I knew I couldn't fucking remember. King Leopold in the Congo. Yeah. What's going on in the Congo? That ain't China. What's going on in the Congo, brother? That ain't China. What you talking about? That's French. Oh shit, Nani up here too. She said in her country too. They dropped the pew-pews down there. Yeah, you wildin', bro. Man. You wildin', son.
What are you talking about men and women being lazy and you
And this man done went on a whole racist tangent. He told a black man to leave the country.
said go back to the country.
He told me go back. He told me go back to your homeland. This
No, hold on. You tell me that I'm a Mexican and that I'm an immigrant. That you know there's an
I
accent.
didn't
in my-
tell you was Mexican.
No, that was me.
I'm speaking the language.
I didn't.
Right?
You.
You're
Hey, brother.
saying
You.
that I'm from an immigrant.
You talking to the wrong person. You talking to Rick now.
I called you Mexican, sir.
Yeah, I did it.
No. I said Rick called me a Mexican, and
Oh,
he was
okay.
you have the assumption that I came from the Western Hemisphere. Then
Because we-
that
hold
I
on.
actually
Your daddy did. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. You were born in the what? You were born in. Wait. Unless I got something wrong, you said you was born in America. You
No,
were
we
born in the
said-
Western.
No. Your point to that was that I was an immigrant that came to the U.S. Yes or no?
Or your parents. I said it. I said you or your parents, and I was right. I didn't make it. My assumption wasn't for brother. We're not dumb. You have a thick accent. Whether you were born here or not, the people obviously, if you were born here and you were raised by your parents, they obviously aren't born in America. That's what I'm saying. You think we're stupid? Like duh. So okay, cool. You was born here, great. You lived here your whole life, and you have that accent. I can surmise from that more than likely your parents are immigrants to this country. That's not no reach. I'm not being racist. I'm not being xenophobic. I'm not making no wild assumptions. Duh.
To be
Please.
I asked you a couple times and you was refusing to answer the question, so you forced dudes to make an assumption to.
It doesn't matter because you're born here. You're an American citizen. You're still an American born.
Brother, you are American citizen. I love that for you. I love that for you. I love that you are an American citizen. This is no knock on your citizenship. I'm not trying to get you in trouble. This ain't a setup. All I was asking was if you acting like I'm trying to snitch on him or something like that, brother. All I was saying was that since you were born in the Western Hemisphere and your parents and whoever else, the reason they came to America was because more than likely of American politics. And if it wasn't American politics in their own country, they came over here because some man or some men that run their country fucked it up. That's all I was saying. So it don't matter. That was the whole point of me saying all of that. And you went down this weird thing trying to be like a real American type shit. Instead, you just ended up being a racist white tea person.
Racist white tea person. You're the one making the assumptions, the public.
And my assumptions are right.
Assumptions.
Oh, like leave his country.
I'm not making assumptions. If you tell me that.
Sir, Leonardo, all my assumptions that I have made about you thus far have been correct, though.
No, they're not.
So why are you mad at him?
You're just making it up.
I'm making it up. Your parents aren't immigrants? See what I'm saying? This is stupid. If you don't answer the questions, what do you want us to do?
This is
question, right? Everybody comes from a different country at one point.
No, they don't.
Bro, that's a dumb take.
No, they don't. Brother, my point.
That is a dumb take. Now you're gonna tell us we all immigrants, huh? We all immigrants. We're not all immigrants.
We're all immigrants, right?
My people didn't immigrate over here, brother.
At all.
The people that work here were Indian first, right? Are you Indian? No.
What? Are you talking about Native Americans?
He went to Native Americans, sir.
This shit crazy, bro.
Oh
man, this shit crazy. Oh man, I can't do it.
All right,
no
you know
more.
what? You win. I'm done. All right. Go back. If you don't like it, you can leave.
That was wicked. That was wicked work, man. The racism is crazy, man. It always blows my mind how racist the immigrants are, the black people. I'm like, why y'all so racist? Brother, I'm on your team. I'll be defending.
You said go go home, basically.
That man told me to go home. I'm like, bro, I'm out here every day when I be running into these racist white tea people talking about or even black people, xenophobic black people blaming immigrants for this or blaming immigrants for that. I'll be no, that's not true. Immigrants are dope. It ain't got nothing to do with them. If you mad, blame the system, blah 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 blah. We should fast track them, give them citizenship, blah 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 blah. And then I'm talking to one, and then he like, yeah, you need to leave the country if it's so bad. I'm like, bro, hold on, I gotta meet you up, bro. You got a lot of background noise. And like, yeah, man, you gotta leave the country. I'm like, what? I would never change, by the way. That ain't got nothing to do with how I feel about anything personally, but I just think it's funny how that tends to happen. I just think it's funny how that happens.
Came into niggas' houses and told them to leave.
He came to my house, told me get out of here, go back to your what? Hold on, this is my shit. What you talking about, bro?
That was hilarious.
How you gonna tell me to leave my shit? This is crazy.
Yeah.
What up, Jeff?
Yeah, whenever he was not answering the questions, I mean, you knew that the authenticity was running real slim, you know? It ain't hard. Are you an immigrant? Okay. Are your parents immigrants? Like, let us know. Let us know. He had all the opportunity in the world to prove, because all he wanted to say was, you're assuming things. Okay, don't let me assume something. Tell me what's up. But he couldn't do it. It was just the loss of words was wild at that point in time. I didn't know what to do with it. I wanted to talk to him specifically because, you know, when you got somebody like that, it's just a word salad, and they never want to put two and two together on where they need to channel this anger they got, you know?
Hey, Jeff, are you from the South?
I'm from Lower Alabama.
Oh, you from Lower? Okay, that's crazy. Do you know how I knew you was from the South?
How was that?
Cause your accent.
It's it ain't hard to talk that one. It ain't hard. I just my mom was from the Bayou in Louisiana, and so it kind of, you know, some people are like, I don't know exactly where you're from, but one thing I know for sure is you in the South. That's a fact, you know.
But I mean, is that like is that a stretch? Is that offensive because you clearly are from the? Hey man, I don't even know what state I know you know from Alabama, but you ain't never told me what state you was from. I didn't know you was from Alabama. You could have. Right. I knew you was from the South.
I thought it was
right. Yeah. I ain't got no problem with it because it's factually true. I was born and raised here. This where I grew up with the pine trees. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Own that shit. Like, what are we talking about? I'm not tearing You think I'm tearing you down or something? Like, no, bro. You from the, your family is not from here. That's great. I'm happy they came over here. I'm not. You think I'm mad at y'all or something like that? No, absolutely not. All
Right.
I'm saying is that while y'all be up here, while y'all want to defend how great the world is, whole time your family over here, because the world ain't that fucking great. That's all I wanted to say. The world ain't that great. If it was that great, you wouldn't be over here. Why would you be over here?
And
Doesn't make any sense.
he tried to go off on a tangent about resources in his home country or where his parents are from or whatever like that, and all of that comes from the whitey man, and usually the United States whitey man, being oppressing in
Specifically.
someone else's country. I mean, that's like you clocked it exactly with how many military bases we got. It's because the U.S. wants to have control over everybody. It's that simple. And if he can't put two and two together, then it is what it is. Now, I don't know if you've seen some of the privileged people go into other countries and birthing their child so their child can have dual citizenship for all types of things like that. And that's what his parents may have did. And like you said, we like that for him. That's great.
Fine. I'm rooting for you.
yeah, right. But in reality, I wish that we had a world where we could just go places and do stuff, and we wouldn't have to try to gamify the system to systematically oppress some groups of people so some groups can be successful. That's the real question. Why are we still supporting that system?
Because he's supporting it because he's one of those that got in and he wanted to shut the door behind him.
Yeah, which is wild.
It's always crazy to me. Always.
Yeah.
I would never understand it.
I want everybody to be on this rising tide with us. I want everybody to come up. Somebody asked me about the prompt. Women work way more than men. That's a fact. I mean, women do in which public. You and I had this conversation before about employing people. I would like to employ more women because I can trust and depend on them to do things that need to get done. Because generalization, they get it done. It just is what it is. I know I, as a man, have different things that I fall short on. And I'm just like, oh, it'll be all right. Generally, women don't have that. They don't have that problem. They don't fall short on those things that you got to get some stuff done. But at the end of the day, we as men are shortcoming because of those things.
I will. My wife tells me about this, and since she told me, I ask her like every single time. But like she talks about how like the men at her job, they never get their paperwork in on time. They're always the last to get their paperwork in on time. She's always having to remind them multiple times, right? In her field, it's majority women, right? And there's only a few men. The men, it's always a problem with the paperwork, always. And she's always having to do more labor because she has to get the paper, so she has to go back behind them and hey, we need it. It's a week away. Oh shoot, I forgot to do it, and blah 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 blah. Or they don't show up for the for their meetings a lot of times. Like with the kids, they're supposed to schedule meetings with the parents and the children. They don't schedule the meetings with the parents and the children. They're the ones who avoid doing their jobs the most. Like I'm just sitting there and I'm just like listening to her. And like so now when she starts to tell me stuff, a lot of times I'll be like, is it like when she leaves because when she doesn't say he or she'll just be like they or whatever, and I'll be like, is it a man or a woman? Like just out of curiosity, I'm just like keeping like a mental note. Like she's like, oh yeah, and this person da 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 da, and like every single time when it's a woman, I'm shocked because it's like almost never a woman. It's always like it's 90% of the time. It's like the male teacher or this guy did this or this person did that. And I'm like, oh, is it a man or a woman? Oh, it's a man. Oh, it was Mr. Such and Such. I'm like, yeah, interesting.
Right.
That's crazy.
I actually have a story about that specifically about how it solidifies what you're talking about. And it also, as men, it shows us a way that we can be more understanding in this subject. So to get into detail, we have a woman at work that takes care of all of the timesheets. Most of us managers are men. So that being the case, it's our responsibility to get the timesheets to said woman in the office. And it's always, like you said, it's always a problem that they never put effort into it like they need to until her boss calls, which is a man, and then the man gets on to the man. Then he listens because it's coming from a man. But if you would have listened to the woman to begin with, you wouldn't have been in trouble, right? So I went to said woman and I said, look, how can I do this successfully? What can you do to make sure that I get this done correctly? And she said, well, I'm going to set you up a spreadsheet I would like for you to put your time into that spreadsheet every day. If I look into that spreadsheet, your time's there by a certain time, we're good. I said, that works for me, instead of doing these other things that was, the system that we had in place wasn't great. So she said, let's do it this way, and we're good. So that men, that's what we need to do. When you see something that's falling short on our side of the deal, all you got to do is ask. And she will give you a solution 99% of the time. She will give you said solution, which will benefit both of you. Because now I don't have to worry about her boss calling me and saying, why don't you get your paperwork in? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? It's already done. It's handled. It's not really that difficult of a thing. And I mean, I know you and I are on the same side of things, but in reality, we got this view from women, and I think that a lot of the men that conflict with us have that problem. Is they have a problem asking women what they need from us. What they need for us to do. What it's the same thing. Women work way more than men, right? Mm-hmm. Well, some women might enjoy this housework or that housework or whatever like that. You're living with a woman. Ask her what she wants you to do, or notice what she wants you to do. Yeah. See what the pain pressure is, and then follow up with that. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Or you could do it in reverse and just do whatever the hell you want to do, and then she'll follow. You know what I mean? Like it's many ways to attack it outside of like requiring her to do more labor. You know what I mean? Like putting it on her. Like, tell me what you need me to do. Like, like just do the shit that needs to be done. But I got to respond to this. Leonardo said, bro, make a business and hire all women. And here's what I'm saying. If I've never met a racist, xenophobic, non-misogynistic man in my life. Every single man that is racist and xenophobic is going to be misogynistic. I have met misogynistic men who aren't racist or xenophobic, but I have never met a xenophobic, racist man that isn't also misogynistic. Those three things will always go together. They will always line up. I promise you. Where one is, two is, and where two is, three is. Every single fucking time. It's crazy.
I also like the fact that he's trying to exclude men in that whole thing. Okay, we'll go hire a whole bunch of women then. And he's not seeing the value in that. But at the end of the day, the matriarchy doesn't support that. The matriarchy supports positions that are suiting for individual people. And I think that's something he's missing. So if we dismantle the patriarchy, we don't have women completely of power. We have men in places where they're successful at. We have women in places where they're successful at. And we're working together towards a common goal. It's not, well, the women are all running things 100% or the men are running things 100%. And when he can't distinct those two things, then that's where the issue is because he can't understand someone not being in absolute control.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for. But, hey, man, my baby told me I got to end it live, y'all. He the boss. I got to listen to him. Go ahead, Rick, if you want to say something real quick. Bang the Cash App one time on the way out for your boy, man. Let's keep the lights going. Let's get up to 300,000 before we go with 628 people in here. We could do it. Go ahead, Rick.
This was entertaining. I'll be back to argue with you tomorrow about what.
Oh, sounds fun, man. Hey, man, haters come back tomorrow. I told y'all. We need y'all, man.
To debate you on some of the more topics that I know you're wrong about. I'll holla at you.
I love it. Yep. Hey, bring your wife too, man. We need to talk to her too. Every single time, I got to make sure. I'm gonna make sure them stories add up. We gonna make sure them stories is tracking.
One thing about me, bro, I'm not gonna lie and then bring my wife on because she has no problem embarrassing me when I do bullshit.
She'll air you out. Yeah, the women be airing the men out. So, they gonna do what they do. I appreciate y'all though. You want to say something, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I've got a more granular live I'm finna jump on about vasectomies. So if anybody, so like I know your lives are like a little more broad topics, and I try to get down to like the granular level. So the background I got right now is men. If you're done having children, why don't you have a vasectomy? And you already know where that's gonna go. They're gonna say my manhood and this and that, but we're gonna snip all that in the bud, basically, right? So,
pun intended.
yeah. So anyway, y'all jump over there, and I appreciate you jumping me on here. All right.
No problem, Jeff. Have a good night, man. Hey, y'all go over there and go mess with Jeff. Hey, man, were you not entertained? Y'all can't. Hey, man, bang the Cash App one time for your boy, man.